Like Charisse Theron, if she lost 20 pounds, her life would have been different. There's something to that. Passenger shaming
You are,
says
Lisa.
Rolex is passe. I am a fan of some other, especially for women's watches. I'm a fan of some other lines that I think are kind of cool, but it's
I won't
everybody's
do it again, guys.
to each
Honestly,
their own.
I only streamed it to my audience, if you want to know the truth, to see if I could click on the freaking comments and highlight them, and I still can't.
She
So
thought you threw it across the room because
I
you
won't do it
stopped wearing
again.
it because you flung it across the room and couldn't find it. Where to start choosing a watch? The best place
Rachel.
is to go to a place like to any of the big sites like eBay. They have a gazillion watches, and that gives you an opportunity to look at a bunch of things, put in a price point, and then start looking at watches in those price points. That's fun.
I like to look at the
Or
watches you send me, though.
or you're lucky and you just got somebody that'll send you watch shots all day.
Yeah, I am pretty lucky. I'm a lucky
You
girl.
are
I'm a lucky
pretty
one.
darn lucky in that
Pretty
department.
lucky. Pretty. Count my lucky stars there.
Stacy Sullivan says, I love it here. Happy Sunday, Reese and Tommy. I love it here, my damn self. I'm not going to lie to you.
Hey, so do
Yeah, I'm
I.
pretty fond of
What
it
I
here
love,
myself.
you know what, Tommy? I really do love, because we've gotten some amazing feedback. We only did one show.
It's true.
We got the best feedback, and most of it was they love you here. You know why? It really is different here for you. You're chill. You can cuss. Everybody knows you. No, I'm serious. You can be yourself more. I feel like you really let loose over here in a good way.
Yeah, no, I think that there's something
Yeah.
to be said for it. It's a different format. It's a different venue, and it does let me to kick back a little bit more, to be sure.
Sure it does.
Speaking of which, we should probably talk about the last 41 days. Yeah, I let my hair down, SB. See that? I let my hair down.
It's sexy. I like your hair.
Yeah.
So let's talk about it.
Yeah. So I have taken a lot of shots to the head over the course of my life, primarily from skiing, and it has caused a bit of cerebral infarction. This is a dead spot on the brain. Concord makes lovely watches this year, and women's Concords are beautiful. Anyway, I will eventually be diagnosed after I leave with chronic traumatic encephalopathy. All right, that's what I got. And because of that, I have the ability to take some medications that you would normally not have an opportunity to take because they have not, because they are not approved yet, right? These are drugs that have not been approved, and because of that, they haven't gone through all of the clinical trials that. Things go for there, so they have not been FDA approved, but they want to get them in the hands of people who don't much care if it's FDA approved because they don't want to wait that 10 years for an FDA approval because by then it might be too late to get the benefits from this kind of a drug, the kind of drug that would stop the progression of early onset dementia, right? That kind of a thing. And the first two drugs that I tried did absolutely nothing. It was like getting a sugar pill. Didn't do much of anything. The third one felt fantastic, and I talked about it. I talked about it on the show. I was really open about it. I felt like not only was I not progressing, getting worse, in terms of the cognitive decline, but I almost felt like I might be getting something back, right? I almost felt like maybe I was getting something back. No, you know what? I can be me over here, right? Corsets and Curls decided to bust my balls over the fact that I called myself. No, this is Corsets and Curls said, Tommy blocked me earlier because he said I wasn't real. What I said was this: someone that decides to get bummed out because someone is calling me Admiral, you're not really angry about that. You just want to be a pain in the ass.
But hold on. Honey, I respect you, but listen, she said, I'm sorry I offended you.
Yeah, but you might not
be such a...
Okay. No, but you know what?
But please continue. Okay. She's not doing that now, and I want you... she said, I'm not trying to start anything. She's being respectful. I want you to continue what you were talking about.
I would like you to know that I didn't say you weren't real. I know you're not a bot, but if you're really offended by the fact that I call myself the Admiral, then maybe you're on the wrong channel.
Agreed.
So I have this thing that I have been taking medication for. And the third medication worked beautifully, man. Like it really did. And you keep another journal. It's a drug journal. And you write down things like if your heart rate flutters. Well, I have atrial flutter, right?
Right.
So during the day, my heart flutters anyway. So I'm constantly taking this book out. I'm constantly writing down on this book. What I didn't write down was things like, and I tried to explain this earlier on the boat, but if you think about it in terms of like a cheeseburger or like a Big Mac, right? You got a couple of whole beef patties, special sauce, lettuce, cheese, and you got a couple of buns, right? So as the coating on the outside of the pill starts to get, because that's how time release works. It's just the outside coating on the pill. So as the time release starts to eat through, I get the dose of drug and I start feeling fantastic and I'm organized and I'm writing things down and I'm answering emails and everything seems like, right? Everything seems like I'm clicking and I'm taking notes on it and everything is great. As the drug starts to wear off, you get to the next level of the time released. Okay.
Right.
And I would rapid cycle at that point. Now, if no one was around, then it's a frustration at whatever, right? I'm trying to get something on the computer or I'm doing something, or it just that's with a small frustration. It becomes a lot more obvious if I'm interacting with people. And it's the inability to control that frustration. But because of how fast this comes back, it's over so fast. You're like, oh, the good outweighs the bad. And I'm not thinking in terms of the bad. In all honesty, I didn't notice the bad. I just seemed a bit more moody, right? Or I was chalking it up to things like, I'm just a lot more frustrated with this and I'm a lot more frustrated with that. And there's this much going on in my life and nothing had really changed. I'm just complaining a whole hell of a lot more because I'm doing this number, right? Up and down and up and down. And I understand bipolar disorder a lot better than I ever did, right? I understand why somebody would decide that they wanted to not take the medication, right? That feeling of invincibility, like you can do anything, right, is really heady shit. It's not, I don't know how to describe it because it's not like a drug. It's like an anti-drug, right? It's not like being high. It's like the anti-high. It's like as clear as you've ever been. Unfortunately, you're not, right?
Yeah.
Unfortunately, you're not clear at all. I have not a fib. I have a flutter passenger shaming. A fib, if you look at it on an EKG, everything is kind of all over the place, right? It looks like it's disorganized. Mine goes up and down perfectly. It's just that it kicks into high gear for no reason. All of a sudden, I'll go from 50 beats a minute to about 105 beats a minute, right? And the doctor refers to it like passing gear on an automobile where you kick it down and all of a sudden it just won't get back into normal. But back to this medication. For 41 days, I took this crap and I really was thinking it was fantastic. And I was talking to the people and saying, hey, what happens if you cancel this stuff? Because it's so good for me, right? If you cancel this, and they said, if it works out that it's working for somebody, and they end up not putting it into full production, there are people who can talk and blah, blah, blah. As it turns out, everybody got pulled from this.
Okay.
They took every single person who was taking it off of the medication at the exact same time.
You pissed her off, man.
I'm
listening to you. I'm sorry. Yes. My animals are all over me because I just got home 45 minutes ago and they're like, Mom, I'm listening to you.
I understand completely. Unruly children is
my
right.
Unruly children. Yes, because I let them do whatever the F they want.
Yes.
So basically, guys, it sounds to me like 41 days ago, and I knew all this, by the way. It's not something I'm going to discuss. It's Tommy's personal health, but he started this drug and it was supposed to help with the cerebral infarction, right?
It's supposed to help with cognitive
specifically.
decline. Specifically,
Yeah,
it's supposed to
cognitive
help with
decline.
me forgetting things, early onset dementia.
It's a new drug, not approved by
Mhm.
the FDA.
Not yet,
Tommy
and
has
it
been
won't be.
trying it. Right. He's been trying it. And over the last 41 days, he and I have talked about it, not at length, but a little bit. I mean, I knew he started it when he started. He told me about it. And I remember in the beginning you saying something like, let's pay attention,
Right.
if you notice
If you see
anything.
that I'm
And
doing anything that's weird, or
yes, yes. Um, sorry, I wish I could star comments. And so I didn't quite notice it, but to be honest with you guys, Tommy and I's communication is so here and there. Like I try to nail it down, and sometimes he can't catch me, and I can't catch him. So we end up texting a lot. Texting is not best for either one of us because we just don't have it down. We're not good at texting. We're good at talking, and even sometimes we're not good at talking. Having a long distance friendship relationship like this, where not only are we close friends, but we also have a show that we do together all the time. And so we kind of have to be in touch. We kind of have to be. And it's hard to do that via text, right?
yeah,
Or to do that and have a 3-minute phone conversation and be like, okay, so here's what I gotta go. I gotta go. I gotta go. One of us will do that to each other. And it's okay. No, we understand, but that makes it harder. So I have had a hard time focusing on noticing differences in Tommy until recently. Would you agree?
because we made a point of scheduling a couple of like 1 hour uh, phone calls where we could try to talk. And the thing is, depending on what time that hour starts, there's an excellent chance you're going to watch me cycle, right? And depending on what time that hour starts, you might watch me cycle twice. So
This
by
is
the
true.
second day of this happening, I think it was starting to get pretty damn obvious that something was really wrong, right?
Yes.
I'm not seeing it, but she sure as hell is seeing it, right?
Yes. So that is true. You know what? I didn't think about that. And I don't journal like you do, so you may have gone back to see it. We did have 2 days in a row, I think, where we talked at length, and we never get to do that, right? Am I right?
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe it was 3. I think it was 2 though. And the first day was great. Like I was really glad because we never get to do that. So I felt so much better talking to him, and I was like, "Oh, I just felt like if you're a Scientologist in the crowd, you would say, I felt the charge blow off. I blew down. I had the charge blow off of me. I was like, oh, good. I got to say everything I wanted to. I got caught up with him. I got my answers to things. The second time we talked, go ahead and answer that.
No, no, I was not aware of any of this until a doctor actually. But oddly enough, I did have two of you who suggested it. But I didn't know. I had no point of reference. You understand? None.
And
I've
why
never
would
been
you?
well, I mean, I've never been bipolar. So the people who even said rapid cycling, like, with all due respect to you, I didn't even get around to really starting to dive into. I know what rapid cycling is, but I didn't start reading anything about it or doing any of that because it didn't click. I promise
Yeah,
it didn't
yeah.
click.
Right. No, I get that. And guys, I feel like I don't know, it's something I don't know that Tommy would notice it. I didn't really notice it. I know that I think some of your family members notice it more than me
Some
because
of my
you're
family
around
members
them more.
noticed it. Yeah, and
Right.
some of the and audience members who happened to be rapid cycle bipolar saw it, right? Because it was mimicking things that they've been doing them their whole life, and several of them emailed me or texted me saying, "Hey, ask your doctor about this." But before I ever got a chance to do any of that, I got a text message that said, "Don't take any more of that crap." Right? I mean, that's not exactly how they worded it, but it was pretty damn close to that. 4 minutes
Yeah.
after I took it, because
And
that's how that
he
works.
gets that text like what, 24 hours after he and I have a phone conversation. I'm not going to go into detail about, but it really didn't go well. It
Nothing.
really didn't go well. And things were said and feelings were hurt, and that was really a red flag for me as far as like I've talked to Tommy enough. I've been friends with him long enough. I thought, wow, that was really it was
Odd.
odd, but also destructive. And he's not destructive like that at all. I mean, he's not harmful, nothing. I've never had Tommy act that way.
Blake, I do not have bipolar disorder. I've never been diagnosed with bipolar disorder. I've never had any symptoms of bipolar disorder, which is what I meant when I said I didn't have a point of reference to this. When people were saying, "Hey, this looks like a rapid cycle" or whatever, no, I didn't change my witness. So I didn't change psych meds for bipolar disorder. No, I'm taking medication because I have early onset dementia. Bad. And my cognitive decline we're trying to stave off. So I was taking a drug that has not been approved by the FDA, right? Which is very often given for people who have end of life diagnoses, right? That's what this bill was for. However, it also can be used for people who are to try to stop the decline, right? This is but unfortunately this one didn't really do what it was supposed to do. In fact, it would have been nice if it just didn't work. But what it did instead was basically throw me into rapid cycle bipolar disorder. But
And that's
not
what
because I
doctors
have
told
it.
him.
Right. Not
Right,
because I
but he
have
was
it, but
told that
because
by
I was
doctors, guys.
correct.
And
Yes.
I want you to answer Gretchen's question because she's a actual therapist I've had in the chat. She's a psychologist, a licensed psychologist in California. She said, "So Tommy, are you going to be on a mood stabilizer to help?"
I am on a mood stabilizer right now. When
Yes.
I left that, yes, I am on a mood stabilizer currently.
They took
Um,
good care of him, guys. He had to
they
report
did.
in
They took
with
very
everybody
good.
else, right?
They take excellent care of me. That's not. Yes, and I'm on a mood. If I wasn't, I wouldn't be here. I promise, because this is. I'll tell you something else. This is a real bummer, right? Now, again, I don't have bipolar disorder, right? Neither does anybody else who was in this study, but 41% of the people were showing symptoms of it, right? Because this stuff does that to you, right? This was a very, very bad form of time release, I guess would be, but whatever it is, it wasn't me, it was a bunch of people. But unfortunately, if for those who have bipolar disorder, you know what it feels like when you're on the high part of that, right? Okay, so everyone who was doing this felt pretty damn good. I don't think anybody wanted it to stop. I thought, yes,
I'm just wondering what
everything.
that means, Gretchen. She said, do you have executive function problems due to your brain issues? What does that mean, Tommy?
Executive function normally refers to higher function. What I'm losing currently is memory, right? And I'm losing memory from today and yesterday, right? My memory from 1985 is better than everybody here, I promise, right? However, my ability to take in new memories and hold on to them aren't worth a fart. And for that reason, I do most of my input secondary. I write stuff down, then I read it, and then I write it and I read it, and I do things like this. Journaling is a far more important thing for me than it is for you.
Makes
and
sense.
and the yes, I can manage my affairs, right? With as of right now, yeah, I can. There are some issues that I have, right? I can drive, but I promise you that those are the things that you're moving closer to, and you want to slow those things down as much as possible, so you will grasp at things. And the idea of being able to take stuff that isn't yet on the market is a very enticing thing, because I'll tell you something, there's nothing on the market that slows this down, right? There just isn't. So, and you know what? You're all going to recommend something in an email, and God bless all of you, but I promise you, I've known
Well, and
about
he's
this for
taking
a
a break from
hot
that.
minute, right? Well, yeah, I mean,
This
I literally don't, sorry,
yeah,
I don't read
not
anything
anymore.
anymore.
Guys,
I
this
don't,
channel, this is the new channel where we're not saying please email Tommy at blah blah blah. He's got a whole team of doctors. He's got
I
good
am
family support.
absolutely, yeah, I am absolutely attacking this as much as you possibly can. However, um, the prospect of trying a new medication to see if it slows this down, I will be in discussions with the people that I care about, but I don't think that I have a desire to go down that road again.
Right.
By the way, what I was trying to say earlier, and this happens now, I lose things, but it comes back occasionally, which is always fun. Tourette's, right? the number of people who have reached out to my kid, right, or to me, and said, um, on our first show we did monogamy Tourette's. I have gotten more people. I'm not joking.
Tommy, you
In
have that, by the way.
in 3 years, nobody has ever reacted
Can you
more
do
to
it for us?
anything that I've said. You know
Can you
what?
can you give us a It
I
was
do.
so cute. I'm married. I'm married. I'm in a
Right?
relationship.
Yeah,
Don't look at
back
me.
off. Yeah. I'm not wearing a ring, but I'm married. Right? Yeah. You just get paranoid the moment. If
Excuse me,
you
sir.
had
Can
to
you give me
watch the
directions?
show,
I'm married. Get away from
right?
me.
That's my wife over there in the corner. What were you looking for? Do you know where the restroom is? I'm with her. God help us. Yeah. Don't hurt my bike. Don't hurt my bike.
Oh, your
I mean, honestly,
toothbrush.
you've been a little.
I'm
tough on
broke. I
me.
forgot he said that as me. He was like, I'm broke. I don't have any money.
Right?
I'm
Yeah, I have
married.
nothing.
I'm
I'm
broke.
married. I have nothing.
Sorry, babe. I didn't
um,
mean to make you do it, but it was hilarious.
uh, you know what? The this is the I can talk about bank robbery, right? I can talk about people that did things to me when I was a kid that I would have rather that they didn't do. This is the hardest thing in the world for me to talk about. Right. This is
And
the
that's
thing
why
in the
we'll stop
world that
there.
no, I know, and I just want, but I know that there are 600 questions, and I know that there are 600 things that people would like to. I promise you, I'm attacking this thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
I am a person that doesn't. Right. If I get into something, I get into it. Right. And this is something that I promise you I'm getting into.
Yep. But this is just the start, guys, and we're gonna put a stop to it right there, Tommy, because
Yeah.
that tells me exactly what you just said. I feel like I received the communication. So we're not gonna go on with 100 questions. We're not stopping the show, but we're
No,
gonna
no, 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 no. No, I'm
we can
having a
just
good
move on
time.
to yeah, we can move on to
I'm
something
having a good
else.
time. Well, and here's the thing. What ends up happening? I just I don't want to be eulogized, which tends to happen every time I bring this crap up. You know what I mean? I intend to have a long and productive life. I'll be really honest with you. When they diagnosed me with this crap, if I had listened to the things that they said back then, I would have cashed my chips in. Right? They were bad with all of their predictions back then, and I'm killing it. I really am. I'm so far ahead of the curve. And I lost a crap load of weight. All of the things that I do are done because they're done to prolong. So I promise I'm doing everything and going to continue to. Yeah.
And
You
I
know
love
what,
that. We
Kristen
appreciate your
Melinda,
openness.
there's something to be said for that, right? There really is. It's I think that in other circumstances, other people may have put up with the last 41 days a lot differently than Reese did, and that's it says a lot about Reese. Sometimes you come off as a little tougher than you are, but the fact that you people have no clue how kind you've been to me in the last 41 days, and I think if the people that knew me knew that, you'd have a lot more support among the people that care about me. Yeah,
Well,
it's
that's
good to
very
see you,
sweet.
Rip Curl. What's that?
I don't need their support, but that's very
I know,
sweet.
I know, but yeah, you
Um,
know what? I think that there's something to that. Music watches, movie quotes, all good subjects.
Very good.
uh,
I'm glad to hear that, Aline. Thank you, Don. Guys, yeah, um I I love that Tommy comes on and pours his heart out. That's something I've always been attracted to about him. Honestly, I love his big heart. Um when we had the conversation we had the other day, that was definitely not Tommy. I have never uh Tommy, to me, whenever I think of him, I mean, he has a really big heart, but I also kind of think of him as like a protector, like just very protective and very much on my side. That's what I like about him as a friend is he's very like defensive of me. And I'm the same with him, by the way, very much so. And so I knew like what I was hearing the other day. I was like, this is so uh not right. This just isn't him. It's not right. And so I'm glad that he has figured this out. I'm proud of you for coming on and talking about it. But thank you, Tina. I think that's good for today on that. And we will continue to unravel this subject. Guys, he just stopped taking this drug, and I don't want to overload him. He's
36,
already
36 hours. Yeah. 36
yeah.
hours ago, I got
So
off of
he's
this stuff.
he's
So.
he's I can't honestly believe the guy's coming out here talking about it already. He just came out guns blazing. I was like, "You sure you want to do this?" I'm proud of him, but we're going to stop with that. And you know what I want you to do? Whoever prays, pray. Healing vibes, well wishes. I know you guys do that anyway, but when I ask the chat to do something, I know you do it. So please send all of those vibes his way.
I'm sorry. What the hell
Cat,
just happened? Oh, that's your channel. I was going to say, what the
dang, I was
hell
hoping to
just
trick
happened?
your ass. I was going to be like, we're monetized. Well, we are monetized.
Well, we will be in about 14 days. There's a, you probably don't remember because it's been so long
It
ago
takes a
for you
minute.
there,
Yeah.
Anna Nicole. But there's a process that kind of gets, shuffled around.
Yeah. Yeah.
Venus Blue Jeans, God bless you. 72, man. That is too cool. I love that. Absolutely love that. Good for you, man.
And
Good
guys,
for
thank you for doing that.
you.
Look at that. They're already doing it, Tommy. Um,
I
yeah,
appreciate that.
Jilbo, I like that girl. Whatever works, you know. When I think of sending healing vibes and thoughts, I think of the Care Bears. Flow
There you
it.
go.
Flow it.
There you go. That was
Caddy, I won the bet.
of course. I mean,
No
so,
effing question, girl. I knew Tommy was your typical man there. Just not thinking. Wasn't
yeah.
thinking.
Yep.
Yeah. I already knew I was gonna smoke his ass on that.
You find the Anna Nicole nickname for Reese very endearing. You should hear some of the other good ones that I have for her. I can't, I don't roll them all out for you.
You should
But
see some of the old
I
men I
do.
saw last night too. Made me think of me, Anna Nicole style. There were
If
some
Reese is Anna
dudes coming
Nicole,
on to
what is
me.
Tommy? Oh, I believe that. What
Ben Kingsley, you
Ben
fancy
Kingsley?
ass.
Yeah, I
You
believe
fancy man.
I believe Ben Kingsley is the
Thank you,
yeah,
Rhonda McNeil. I
yeah,
was
Ben Kingsley.
surrounded by old men last night. I was at a Masonic gathering, and
Uh-huh.
I still got it. Let's put it that way. They
Were
were.
you happy as a pig in mud?
I wasn't actually. I was a little grossed out. I was a little creeped, but you know, I'm always a little creeped around situations that are cult like. Excuse me.
Well, I'm glad that you made it out of there. I'll be really honest because of things you've said in the past about hang. I got you on the shoes. Don't trip. It's coming. Right. Don't trip. It's coming. The shoes.
Don't be throwing out promises to shoes. You haven't even gotten me any. So you tend to do this. Once you were promising somebody a car, and I was like, I'm still driving a 10-year-old Honda, dude. Okay.
You can't.
If we're gonna start,
you're not allowed to tell that story. Sandra, God bless.
you
Thank
said it
you.
on the phone to me. I'm not allowed to repeat. I was at a Masonic thing for
buying the car story, right? No, there's that car thing. There's a whole story involved in that.
I didn't tell the story.
Right,
Tommy.
that's what I'm saying.
Gun.
No. Denise, right, says the Masons are a little bit culty. I'm gonna go with I trust the two of you on that, right? I mean,
You know, there's some different. It's a different
right?
way of living life for sure. It's one way to live your life. It's just not every way to live your life. And there's also Scientology if you're into that.
The Peace Lady says my Honda's 21 years old. Get in line, Reese.
Hondas go forever, girl. They hold their value.
I prefer old cars. I want the older the better. I like old things. I like old cars. I like old watches. I love antiques. I love old things. I love vintage.
I am not Eastern Star. Hell no. You love old things? You like your ladies old?
No, I don't. I was referring to vehicles, and I like my girls a little bit
younger. No, Amy, I'm not saying they're a cult. I'm saying I get uncomfortable sometimes by the treatment that I receive when I'm there.
Yeah, there's been some creepy vibe stuff that you've talked about that literally left me kind of wanting to crush a few larynx. So
yeah,
I'm not.
So Amy,
I'm
talking specifically about my experiences. I'm not across the boarding it saying they're a cult. I don't really like. That's why I stay in my lane on religions and things because, well, my only religion was Scientology. But I'm not going to comment on that stuff because I'm not a Freemason. but I have had some very creepy, uncomfortable experiences, at least I'd say 30 times. So that's enough for me to comment on it, right? Anyway.
I think if you get past 6, you should probably be able to piss and moan pretty loud. I think if you get 1, you should be able to complain. I think 36 probably is not.
Yeah, it's just I've had some inappropriate things happen.
You think this works? The withdrawal
Amy, that
disorder
is
works,
true.
Amy.
There are a lot of good ones, but I've also met a lot that were super creepy and inappropriate with me, and I find that so hypocritical. I really don't like it when a certain group, whether it be that or anything, holds themselves to a specific standard. Scientology does that. We are the elite esoteric group on this planet, blah, 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 blah. JD, I love you. And
Thanks,
a bunch
JD.
of them are creeps and a bunch of them are liars and unethical. I don't like it when you hold the title. If you're going to hold it, you better hold yourself to it and stick with it. That's why I don't. And I say that I'm uh, from where Lucifer came from. Yeah, Shelly, and it happens. It happens every time I go to one of those gatherings.
See
Every effing
that's
time.
my issue, man. You know what I mean? That's my issue. There can't
Yes,
be
Brian.
yeah there can't be there can't be a place anywhere on earth where that's cool, right? Not
It's
it
just
just isn't.
weird that I mean, I have can't tell you how many gatherings of those I've gone to where I am touched inappropriately. Yes. Or
I agree
something
with
is
you.
said inappropriate to me. If I'm not touched, somebody puts their lips on my earlobes and says something inappropriate, and it happens every in time.
Thank you, because I'm gonna go with you on that one. I'm gonna go with you on that one. Um, I agree with that wholeheartedly. You know what? Sometimes we tend to, and I'm not picking on you at all, kid, but sometimes we get these euphemism things like, "Well, they do inappropriate things." You know what? Oh, rogue. I'm telling you, like we're friends. I'm not married. I would have been. I don't think you have any idea, man. I'd have been crushing people. Because I find that just disturbing as crap. You know what I mean? It really is. It's disturbing, and it doesn't show a whole lot of yeah, I'd be slapping. Thank you. Right. Or just doing this one here. Right. That's where you wave over your the guy that should be somewhere nearby. You wave over your guy and go, hey, that dude right there. Right. Crush his larynx.
You know, guys, oh, thank you. That's a nice thing. Yeah, Sir Tedrick Walker, that is a nice thing to say. Thank you.
Isn't that a beautiful thing
Guys,
to say?
it's one of those things, guys, that yeah, I see all these people saying I'd throw hands, I'd slap, I'd do this, I'd do that. For whatever reason, I don't know if it's my background or just who I am as a human being. I don't know where it comes from, and I don't know that we need to label it. When men do creepy things, and I've had guys say weird things. I've had guys push me up against a wall and hold me down. I've had weird things happen to me. Every single time I freeze. Cosmic Christie, same. I freeze like a terrified animal. I can't breathe and I freeze. I don't go all crazy like you'd think I would. I get very
I'm not
scared and timid.
I'm not surprised by that. And you know what? That's not a slam. You don't know. I've watched so many people, right? And this is an affectation of doing time, right? But you run into a lot of guys who go, "Oh man," and they talk a very very specific game about the kind of things they will do when things go bad. Then things go bad, and you find out that people react in ways that are very unpredictable, and people you think would be really just the kind of person that will, but fight or flight, right? It's fight, flight, or freeze, right? It is three
Oh
things. They
yeah.
always say fight or flight, but freeze is a part of that. And it happens to a lot of people. And there's nothing, I've watched guys do it. I've watched guys in prison do it, just literally lock up and almost unable to move. It's not unusual at all. It really isn't. And
Oh,
it's not a statement of any kind. In our head, we always go, I would kill that. It may not actually be the case, because very often it's kind of the deer in the headlight, where you
for
just sort of
sure. I've never had the
but
thought in my head like I would kill a mother effer if they I've never thought like that. I'm like, I don't know what I would do. And then it happened to me and I was like really terrified.
you're right. Fight, flight, or freeze. That is exactly what it is. And you know what? Can I get a sorry, not sorry? Sorry, not sorry. Ups. I apologize. That was yeah. That's the one I was trying to get. Fight, flight, freeze, or fawn. I had not heard that, but I guess that makes an awful lot of sense too, right?
And let me just
Whatever you
address
got
the
to do to
Jeff thing.
protect.
A bunch of you are saying, why doesn't Jeff do anything? Guys, it's way harder than what you're making it seem like. I don't know what you guys know about the Masons. Those guys like take a lot of obligations, oaths, and things like that. And they are a deep rooted brotherhood. So it's just not that easy. It's not like I would be in a bar and I mean, if some random dude did that, maybe he would say something. I know that every time I've brought it up, he either says something like, "Well, that shouldn't have happened. That's definitely inappropriate." Or he'll say something like, "Well, I didn't see it. So I can't do anything about it because I didn't see it." So it's just kind of how they are. It's not necessarily him. I think that's how they take their code, their obligation. I don't know. But I just don't bring it up anymore. I just know the response I'm going to get. And whatever. I mean, I'm not in those situations very often, but for whatever reason, I'll tell you right now, I came from Scientology. I can count on one hand how many times that happened to me, and coming into this Masonic shit, like I said, it's probably happened 25, 30 times. So, but that is a group of all men. So why do I go, Sweet Liberty? I go about twice a year, and I just go now expecting it. I know it's going to happen. I know somebody's going to come up to me and put their hand on my ass and say something creepy to me. I just know it's going to happen.
Oh. Well. Yeah.
In the future, I'll probably not go.
I would say that's a safe bet. I see in your future you're probably going to cut those out. I think that's probably something that'll happen in your future. It's my humble opinion. Fancy Nancy says, "Can you tell them you no longer wish to attend those functions?" I think that's common. I do. I'll tell you something. I don't want to belong to that kind of a club. And in my most depraved and disgusting days of my time on earth, and I've had some pretty bad ones, I still wouldn't have wanted to belong to that club. But that's me. Everybody's got right unusual use of the word gentleman, right? Like, yeah, I'm yeah. But here's the good news, right? And there is some good news. The globe, it continues to turn. I have a very, very sneaky suspicion that a time will come where that's not going to be an issue.
Yeah, I agree with you, but guys, I don't want anybody to get like super upset with Jeff over this. It's just I don't know why I close this shit off, but it's like it's just got nothing to do with me. Do the other wives go, "Oh yeah, there was a ton of wives there last night." The problem is all the other wives are in their 70s. I stand out. So, I mean, this is an older
You would stand
generation.
out anyway. Let's keep that real. You're Reese. Come on. You would stand out. But
that's not true. There were a few younger women there last night when I was standing in line for the food, which was all meat. By the way, I was starving by this morning. Oh my God, I was so hungry. All they had was meat. But neither here nor there. Guys, anyway, I close it off. I expect it. I just move on with it at this point. And those 25 to 30 times has been over the last 5 years. So it's not appropriate. It's not okay.
No, it's not.
But I'm just saying it's an older generational weird. It's just a weird, Tracy. Wow. Thank you, Tracy. I don't think that's necessarily true, but you seem to, and I will not reject your compliment. Thank you. Does Jeff wear his Mason ring on his pinky finger? No, he wears it on his ring finger on his right hand.
Really?
I don't think I saw the guy sitting at our table last night had one on his ring finger too. It is men taking advantage of the situation. It's an older generational, weird ass, old school mainly all white men thing, guys. It just is. And they're not the only group that is that way. I promise you. I've met other ones. So this is why I've said this all along. I feel more comfortable around women. I always have. I prefer female doctors. The person who does my pedicure is a female. I do not like men touching me.
Yeah.
Probably for that reason, because they get creepy real fast.
All right. Okay. Now, I just I think that from this point forward, anytime you find yourself around around older men, you should just drag a younger guy with you, right? Some a little younger, get your bodyguard
Like
quibble.
my age?
No, maybe a little older than you. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay.
You're
Like
never
maybe
you're
mid
never gonna be
50s
happy.
or
Yeah, you're never gonna be happy with somebody your own age. That's absolutely ridiculous. I mean, we know better than that, Anna Nicole. No, I was thinking maybe find somebody, late 40s, early 50s. You know, tough.
bald,
Most guys. Bald helps.
crimmy, bit
Let's keep
crimmy,
it let's keep it real. Bald, you just get better service. You run people
crimmin,
off. Bald looks like a prison camo, right? Maybe a goatee, right?
a
You know,
goatee.
pull pull the
I was
sleeve
kind of
up a
thinking,
little. You know what
did
I
we
mean?
miss the opportunity on this channel? Should we have called it Relataboat, or should we have called it like a little bit colty, a little bit crimmy? Colts and crims?
A little bit culty and a little bit crimmy.
I'm serious. I didn't even get a chance to weigh in on it. Tommy texted me like 3 days ago and he's like, "Hey, here's our new channel." I was like, "What?"
Well, that's not exactly what I. Yeah, it was pretty close.
Pretty much,
What
yeah.
I said was, "Hey, check it out. It's available." That's what I said. And you were like,
Okay.
"Oh, great." I didn't even put a
Uh,
the in front of it. It was
but I was thinking, Colts and crims, half Colt,
Colson
half crim,
Crimson.
crimmies, Colties, a little bit crimmy,
Blake, I love you, bud.
but also with a touch of cold.
With a touch of cold. Crimmy with a touch of cold.
I was thinking that too, Laps Me. We need to go in and change the description and say we're here for a crimmy, but a touch of cold, touch of flirty,
There
a
you
little
go.
bit outside the lines.
The
Don't come
Osmonds.
here.
Yes, well, we'll give the Osmonds their
Don't be here if you don't like Colts and crims.
yes. Connection.
I like that. That's awesome.
VT kitten. VT, check it out. Hold on. See VT right there? Can you see that? That's important. Can we see that? Look at that. VT.
Oh,
There you go, kitten. VT kitten. I'm
we
a
were talking
fan.
about that earlier.
We did. I was pointing that out earlier.
Yeah,
She
that's
said,
right.
"Don't
That's
you have a
right.
VT on your arm?" I said, "I do, oddly enough."
Yeah, and
I
I tend to have a little bit of that going on too. Um,
a little culty, a little crimmy, a lot uncomfortable.
a
Well,
lot.
you're in the right place. You're in the
Amy, it's fairly
right place.
uncomfortable. Colts, crims, and cooters. It's getting better and better.
Didn't Tommy say chunky and the junkie
Chunky and the
before?
junkie.
Hey, I can't take credit for that. That was that
No, that
other
was our other
loser.
friend. That was our
I just
cooking
called it out.
friend, our chef friend.
Yeah.
He sent me a lasagna recipe.
Well, that was cool. That was
No,
cool.
he didn't. He didn't.
I didn't think so. I didn't think so.
Yeah.
Hey, Shelly Kelly, tell your husband I said hello. That's awesome.
Guys, and a lot of you have reached out. It made me think of Shelly Kelly. She lives in Arizona. I will be coming to Arizona, but I think, and by the way, is she in here? Is Jessica Colley in here? I don't think she is. She was going to kind of put it together. And then I told her the other day, I was like, I'm not sure if I'm coming. And then because I thought Tommy was traveling too on that weekend. What? Hey, Joe Virus. Oh my God. That's awesome. Sassy. That's amazing.
Oh, man. That's a good one.
That's
That
amazing.
really is a good
Thank you, Gretchen. Hustlers and hussies.
Yeah, no, that really has got potential.
Whine a
That
little bit
has
more.
got-
I love Tommy over here too. Tommy, we like you over here. Now, it's cool that you go back to the boat every once in a while, but this is a new boat. This is the new boat.
Yes.
And it's a good one. I like how you can kind of relax more over here, which is
It is a
exactly
smooth head,
what
by
you
the
need
way.
to be doing.
I agree with
Did
you.
you hear
I
me?
definitely need I need to be relaxing, and I agree with you. I absolutely need. Hustlers and hussies would not have been a bad prom theme either. I mean, we're a little late now, but That would have been a damn good prom theme.
That wouldn't
I
have
make
been
an
good though,
excellent
because I
hustle.
don't have any boobs. Like I wouldn't have been able to dress all slutty.
Oh, of course you would. I'll help you out.
Really?
Trust me. Yeah, I got this. Don't trip. I got you. Tony Zutter, good to see you. Of course, it's all about attitude anyway, and it's not really about like, I mean, yeah, of course you could. I've got. You don't think you can be slutty? I have huge faith in your ability to be slutty.
Really? I don't see it for me. I don't see
No, I
that.
just thought it was such a funny thing to say.
It's hard to look slutty when your boobs are small, but your tum is bigger than your boobs. How am I supposed to pull that off? That's not slutty. That's just looking trash if I let that hang out. Like I don't have boobs to push up to the top of my turtleneck like Tampa
See,
B.
Tommy has boob tape. You see, I got the boob tape. Don't trip. I got this. Or I'll just hold them.
Just stand behind me and push them up.
Or from the front. Why do I got to be behind you? I mean, not that I got anything wrong with that, but right, the Tommy corset. Back off. We're married. Right, just hold it. Nobody comes up. What are you doing?
Sir, do you have directions?
Creating cleavage. Can you not see what I'm doing? Yeah. Sorry, she'll have to push up.
I love what did we call it? Monogamous Tourette's.
That's right. Yeah, Tourette's monogamy Tourette's. Back off! I'm with her. Yeah. Sorry, I just wanted directions. You know what I mean? Sir, is that your bag? I'm with the girl in the black. Back off.
I love that so much. I hope you do that in public. It's killing me. No, I love it.
I will. I'll do that. Here's the funniest part of that whole cruise is that there's only going to be like maybe 70, 100 of us. There's going to be like thousands of people on the cruise. I think we should do it everywhere we go. It's going to be funny as hell, isn't it? Do you have ID? I'm with her. Oh, I'm sorry, ID. Right? I wasn't paying attention. Didn't catch what you were saying. Right? Do it at the blackjack table every single time they come around with the cards. Sir, I'm with her. Oh, no, I'll take one. Let's see. Right? Think of the fun you could have.
I love it so much.
I'm with the girl in black.
Can you do monogamy Tourette's the start of every show?
I probably could. I probably could pull that off.
He does it so well. Like you're going to have in your Beetlejuice voice. Look at Blake.
You know what? I have such a great joke. No, you know what? We're on the right.
You can say whatever you want here. Would you like fries with that? I'm married and I like my wife.
Right? Fries with that. I'm married. Monogamous Tourette's. There's no question. No question. I can do monogamy Tourette's.
What would my outburst be? I don't know that I have monogamous Tourette's though. It's Tommy that has it. What? What's the matter? It's Tommy that has it, guys.
That's right. Do I remember Deuce Bigelow? Of course I remember Deuce Bigelow. Deucey! I just roll up my boobs and stick them up there with a push-up bra. That's the spirit, Barbie.
I can do that, Barbie. Yeah, I have a good push-up bra that really pushes them up. That's true. I almost get cleavage.
Is there a sexy song that tends to get you in the mood?
I like Layla's sexual questions.
Let's see what song gets me in the mood.
I was singing a loud one today in the car. I was singing so loud in the car today because I was so angry at everybody. It was just helping. My wife's pretty and perfect. I got my mind set on you. And I was like, but it's going to take money.
You were not doing that while driving. That's the scene from Uncle Buck. I mean, from Planes, Trains, and Automobiles.
That's a perfect.
Right, you're gonna end up crashing.
Oh yeah, doing the mess around. That was the song.
Doing the mess around. Yeah.
Oh my God! Blake, do you know what's funny about that song? That scene. I was watching that scene when I was 7 months pregnant or something with Huxley, and he went nuts. My stomach started flipping during that scene. That song. And He was going insane. Yeah, Huxley liked music when I was pregnant. And my stomach was just going insane on that scene. That just made me think that was cute.
Sexual Healing by Marvin Gaye is not a bad tune. I mean, let's keep that
Tommy,
but
it's going to take money.
Right? That crap rain. I got you.
Yeah.
Look at poor Gertie.
Poor Gert.
Scared Gertie. Right? Gertie's like, back off. I get it. Money. The double paw.
Yeah, that was a good song. Marvin Gaye, definitely. Thank you,
Oh,
Priscilla. Thank
I'm
you.
not afraid of karaoke, people. I'm not afraid of karaoke.
What about a
You
little
look wonderful
meatloaf?
tonight. That's a beautiful. Yeah, we're meatloaf is.
Oh my God, my
That's one
butt
of my
is sweating.
go-to.
I'm wearing shorty shorts, like ass shorts. Like they might as well be underwear. I'm so hot. I put on these really short shorts and I'm just like sitting here sweating.
I mean, you're hot. I don't know that I'd like announce it to the world, but you're hot. No, there's
Thanks
no
so
question.
much. What's another song to bone down to?
What's a song not to? I mean, there's not like, is there a song where you go, oh, that's a bad song to bone to? I mean, you know, Whammy, oh, Black Betty. Oh, Black Betty. Well, it's got a great beat. Don't mock me. Don't mock me. It's got a great beat.
Yeah, would you offer your throat?
Incarnate soul.
Yeah. I bet you say that to all the boys.
I bet you say that to all the wolves. You know something? I don't know why, but I have a feeling that's a great guess. I have a feeling that's just a great guess.
What about Josie's on a vacation? Another one. I was really rocking out to the Cars today. I love the Cars, by the way. Don't you?
I do. Yep. And I love every single one of their songs. Know them all by heart too, which is going to pay off in the long run. Swampy but Quibble. I'm just putting that up there because years from now, when people are watching this, right, posterity being what it is, you know, we may be invaded by another species.
Definite swamp
who someday are going to come across this and be like, what do you think this swampy butt quibble of which they speak? It's her. I'm with her anyway. I don't care. Okay. Got swamp ass is still mine.
I'm with her.
I'm with the swamp butt girl. Sorry.
What's another song? I was thinking of you today. What's that song? I don't think it's the Cars though.
Oh man.
I kept thinking
anything by Etta James.
I don't mind you coming here. I kept thinking of Tommy. Wasting all my time, because that's what I like to do with Tommy. I just like to waste his time. That's what I do with him, guys. I get him on the phone and I'm like, okay, you got some time? All right, I'm just going to waste that time. I just waste
what she says is we have a lot of really important stuff we need to knock out. We got a show we got coming. Then we get on the phone to talk about important stuff. And we may talk about Swamp Ass or, you know, what a good song is. Or
Cooters.
We get cooters. We get sidetracked. I think both of us are. No, you know what? As far as, so what's your go-to karaoke? If there's only one karaoke song you can sing, what's your go-to karaoke?
By the way, the prom dance song, you picked it. It was going to be Etta James at last.
Good. At last.
We were going to sing.
Unfortunately, make me want to.
Seriously? Does it make you want to have monogamy Tourette's?
Yes, but everything does.
Hey,
put that on and I'll be like, sorry.
I love it so much when you do that. One of the songs you and I were going to karaoke was "Paradise by the Dashboard Light."
Yep, absolutely.
We were also.
But do
I was
you
thinking
have
about
a normal
that.
go-to? Like if I wasn't there or whatever, do you have?
No, I've never karaokeed before.
Oh, you have?
Do you know that I? Do you know that I just had my very first snow cone the other day? I've never had one.
Good Lord.
Yeah.
Did you love it?
Yeah, it was good, but I could tell the beaties really kicked in because my vision got blurry. It was some serious sugar.
The all of the ones that I had over the last, say, 13 years didn't actually have sugar in them. We had fake sugar snow cones. They guys in prison, believe it or not, make them. That's a really big thing. They sell them on the yard. They walk around and sell snow cones. It's a hustle in prison, but yeah, believe it or not. Maple syrup on snow, sugar on snow is my favorite thing. I personally think that don't hand me no lines and keep your hands to yourself.
Georgia Satellites? Is that who
the Georgia Satellites, correct. That's my go-to. That's my go-to karaoke too.
Well, I also thought we could do the "Let Them Say We're Crazy." Eileen. I don't care about
I love that. Perfect.
In my hand, baby, now. Yep,
yeah,
let's do
you
that
got
one.
this.
Okay.
Let the world around us just fall apart.
Yeah.
You loved maple syrup on snow, my New England childhood. I did that every single first snowstorm too. That was a big deal growing up. I loved it.
You know what would be a
Islands
fun
in the
one?
Stream.
Take It Easy.
Yes, that would be a good one.
I love the Eagles. I hate the fucking Eagles, man.
Get out of my cab.
How could you
I
hate
love
the
it when he drops
Eagles?
it. I love it when he drops the joint and runs into the telephone pole. Well, you know what though? Because if you grew up in that time, you were kind of a Credence. There really was this sort of
Oh.
Credence versus the Eagles. Credence was kind of like they never had a number one hit. They had
Why do you
like
have to
7
pick?
number two.
I love CCR.
Well, I like both of them too, but back then it was kind of, it's like an East Coast, West Coast. Nothing
Huh.
like that. But you understand what I'm saying. They were picking kind
That's
of a thing.
silly.
Barracuda. Somebody should get an award for that. Could you hold on one moment? I'm sorry. Could you hold on one moment? Because that's good stuff right there. Well played.
I love the
Well
new
played.
award. I love the new
well
reason to
played.
give it.
I
That's
think
awesome.
that's good stuff right there.
The Dirty Award.
I could rewrite.
Donna
that.
got
I
it.
could rewrite that.
Yeah, that's CCR is great, Shelly. Supertramp. I love Supertramp.
I do too. So
Take a look at my girlfriend.
Girlfriend. She's the only
The
one.
only one I got.
Oddly enough, the guy that is the lead singer of that band is now 175 years old. But he was on a radio show.
Give him
and
my
they were
number.
asking, he's right in, Anna Nicole. I mean, in your wheelhouse. He's about 106. He got on there on this radio show and just said, I could just sing one, a cappella if you wanted me to. And he sang 3 tunes, one right after the other. And his voice is better today than it was then. Oh my Lord in heaven.
That's because all the 106-year-olds are better today than they were then. Trust me, I've done the research.
I am that guy. Do you know the song? I bought a toothbrush, some toothpaste, a flannel for
Rubbed
my
it
face.
on my dog's butt.
No. Please let's not be.
Leather and Lace. Yeah, that's a great song.
Artsy Tartsy. Did you name your, because Artsy Tartsy sounds an awful lot like a Squeeze album, right? What was the name of that album by Squeeze? It's not Artsy Tartsy, but it's something really similar.
I love ABBA.
Argy Bargy. Tempted is in my top 5 favorite songs. Me too. Tempted by the fruit of another.
But you're not, because you have relationship Tourette's.
That's right. Exactly. I just start singing that. Tempted, but I can't do it. Right? One of those. Right? Sorry. I used to like that song. How's that? I get that.
Tommy's not allowed to like that song anymore, guys. Sorry.
I like that song anymore. Used to dig it. The ball.
Oh my God.
Blitz. The ball.
Ooh, I love the Pretenders.
Cool for Cats is another great song. See that?
Don't
That's
get
Rain too.
Me wrong.
You know Rain.
I'm sorry?
I said, you know Rain, don't you? Oh, yeah. The Indians send signals from the rocks above the pass. The cowboys take position in the bushes and the grass. Great song, Rain.
Don't know that one. You want to hear something weird? Really weird? Jeff woke up for a split second today when I was driving, and I was blasting Money for Nothing, Dire Straits, right? Dude never heard that song before. He didn't know it.
That's okay. You can't sing it anyway. They rewrote it. They took all the verses out of it.
Yeah, I know they did.
And you know what's funny? They were picking on the idiots. They weren't picking on. They were picking. Yeah. Anyway, that was such a good song.
About you, I touch myself. Yeah, I thought that was weird though. I said you were born in 1958. You should know that song, and it's a little weird that you don't.
Yes.
And then Tommy, you know what we should sing together?
What?
Tommy, we should reenact. Don't you remember you told me you loved me, baby?
Oh, I could do that. No, I absolutely could do that.
You said you'd be coming back.
That should be on film. That should be the intro to the Relataboat.
I love
we need
you.
to get together and film that, and then just have somebody throw the hood up right at the end of it. I really hope somebody gets that reference, right? Come on. Someone's got it.
Original and did.
You
can change it if you want to. I'm good with it if you are.
Hey, no. Lame.
Don't you remember
Tell me
you
about
told
it.
me you love me, babe?
Baby. Yeah, that's really one of the. I told you, I'm not joking. One of the funniest things ever was I rented that film and then I called up there to say, I'm not bringing this back. Do what you do. They're coming to take me away. Ha! They're coming away.
Tommy, scram! Don't give her the weight room routine. Do you
I'll
know where the
check it
weight
out.
room is?
You know where the weight room is? I'll check it out. The Carpenters were your first
They were
concert ever?
closed.
Wow.
How could you be going over some documents? That's a
That's a
mystery.
mystery.
Richard, what's happening? Don't run away from your feelings.
Hold me.
Yikes.
Best song to annoy anyone, says Jamie Palmer. And you know what? I think Jamie Palmer might be onto something. Henry VIII, I am. Henry VIII,
Mhm.
I am. Apparently got married to the girl
That
next
makes
door.
me think of Patrick Swayze in Ghost. He sings that to annoy Whoopi.
Oh, no. Anything by Dr. Hook? Anything by, hold on.
Who's that?
Dr. Hook. Dr. Hook did a bunch of great songs. He did a song called Freakin' at the Freakers Ball. Uh-huh. Yep.
Huh.
Anybody know this song, Freakin' at the Freakers Ball? Short ones, fat ones, got dead ones, or necrophiliacs looking for dead ones. Freaking at
What
the
was,
Freakers
Tommy, what was
Ball.
your first concert?
My first concert ever was The Clash.
Wow.
I'm so bored with the USA tour. By
Wow.
The Clash.
I saw AC/DC.
That was your first concert? Oh, that's so
Mhm.
much cooler than The Clash. It's so
was
much
cool.
cooler than The Clash. Although Joe Strummer is great, but no, that's really heavy duty. AC/DC is great. I saw
It was
AC/DC.
cool.
Great band.
It was cool. The only
Yeah.
thing is, guess who I went with? The fax man.
The guy that whacked you with the fax machine?
Yeah.
Wow.
Dan
Was
O'Connor.
this before or after the fax incident?
After. We remained friends. I just got my jaw rewired and cleaned myself up. I was fine.
Good Lord, man.
I took it like a champ.
So, but
Oh, I love Tom Petty. I'm not over it.
you know, I am a fan. I'm a huge Tom Petty fan. The cover of the Rolling Stone was also, yeah.
Blue Oyster. Yes, Lori Lee. That's awesome.
First concert was Steppenwolf. Saw Steppenwolf about a dozen times. Big fan.
Wow.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Big fan.
Life's Good. Heart. That would have been amazing.
Yeah.
I
Yep.
love
Rick
Heart.
Springfield was your first concert? Love Rick Springfield. He's coming to Tucson. Soon,
Really?
actually. Yeah.
So am I. Maybe we'll fly there together.
Yes, there's been some talk of you coming to Tucson. I won't be talking to
I
anyone
am.
else. Sorry.
I hope you do that on the cruise, Tommy.
I'm gonna have somebody walks up to us while you're around. It's gonna scare the hell out of people for like an hour and a half. See what happens. It's gonna be funny. First proper concert was Metallica and Guns N' Roses tour. Good one, Kestrel.
That's a
Good
great
one.
Eric Clapton song. Wonderful Tonight. I love that song.
It's a beautiful song. You saw the Grateful
Such a
Dead?
good song. You know, that would be a good
I
song
would
to
show
bone
you my
down to.
tattoo because I got a Grateful Dead tattoo, but I'd have to pull my pants down to show it to you. But I'm a big fan of the Grateful Dead. I am a fan. Love them. Emily saw the Who. Nice. Your first concert was the Blues Brothers, Shelley Kelly. Oh
I
man,
love
am I
Pink
jealous
Floyd.
of that? Do you know how many times I've seen Pink Floyd? I'm not joking you. I bet I've seen them 14 or 15 times.
Seriously?
I would follow them from city to city.
Wow.
Steely Dan, I saw a bunch of times. I pretty much have seen everybody, I think. All of the ones I really wanted to. I got screwed over by, what's his name? Oh man. It's Carlos Santana. I've had tickets to see Carlos Santana so many times, and every time I had tickets, something screwed it up. Someone just said, I just saw somebody that put up, where is it? Willie Nelson. That was your first.
Oh man,
You know
Queen would
that-
have been amazing. Oh
Do you
yeah,
know
we
that,
saw Willie.
We saw Willie together. We didn't actually catch any of the show, but yeah,
We saw a lot of
and the
Willie
massive
fans, I'll
amount of
tell
time-
you.
Yeah, the massive amount of time that Reese and I have spent kicking it in person together, we've actually caught a concert. You probably didn't know
Yeah, we
that,
did.
but,
And some of those fans were hot. They had a lot of Kentucky waterfalls.
Yes, there were
A lot of
there
mullets.
were
A lot of
mullets
skullets.
abounding.
And Kentucky waterfalls.
And Kentucky waterfalls. To be sure, there were bullets. You saw the bald ones, look like the kind that I could rock if I were. You're seeing Third Eye Blind in July. Oh,
They're from
nice.
Omaha. That's awesome. Representing.
Hootie and the Blowfish. Very cool.
Wow.
AJ.
All right. That dude switched over to country, but okay.
Jeanette. Hold on a
Steely
second.
Dan. Yes. I love Steely Dan.
I'm going to go out on a limb and say you're a fan.
Damn,
You
Jeanette.
saw the Elvira.
A Kentucky
That's
waterfall kestrel is when a dude is like, has.
It's okay. You can go ahead. Throw me under the bus.
I don't even know how to do it. It's just like, when you see it, it's like super long hair, but it's like wispy, kind of mullety in the front.
Yes.
And it's like super long. Yeah, it's awesome.
Yes. It's basically, it is a more modern version of the mullet.
Yeah, but it's got to be really long, like down to their butt in the back.
Exactly.
It like hits
it's
their belt.
Be really, really, really long. And
so it's
very
not quite
often,
a mullet.
And very often it's starting to thin on top because the only people that still rock those are starting to get a little bit older.
It's cool though. I saw a lot of them at the Willie concert. It was neat.
Yeah, there were a lot of them. And a couple of people who crawled out of the bushes to
That was interesting.
I would say.
Tommy, we never talk about that. That was a fun night. That was the very first time I met you.
I thought we agreed we weren't going to tell anyone. Oh, you mean earlier? Yeah, no, good time.
Oh yeah, no, definitely the time before that.
Yeah,
after that,
we walked around.
Before? No, it was after.
Good times. It was
starting those rumors.
Isn't that fun though?
Yeah, it's fun. It's fun to do this, and then they can spin it around and know if it's true or not. Is it true? Right. Was it true, Tommy? It's like a game of telephone. Did it happen?
Concert. 1970s Yellow Brick Road tour. That one would have been a jump in front of a bus kind of a thing to see the that would have been such a great tour, man. I've seen him a lot, but I would have loved to have seen him in the 70s. I've seen Rush a bunch. Yep.
Mm-hmm. Barbie, I enjoyed watching when you both met in Florida, the people in the bushes. That was crazy. Hey, Ryan.
Well, we're getting together in Phoenix.
I was just going to say, in less than 2 weeks, I think. Yeah. So, guys, I do want to talk about that real quick. Let's switch over for a minute from bands, which is so fun to talk about. Bands and movies I can really hang with for hours, honestly. In a couple weeks here, it's probably looking like, though, somebody's going to schedule a meetup, but it's going to be, I think Tommy and I talked about, a Friday. Hopefully you guys can make that happen on a Friday. We have some other things, some other reasons I'm flying to Phoenix, like meeting with an agent, perhaps, things like that. So I won't necessarily have a bunch of free time. That's right, Chow Yun Smut.
Well, you're going to work a little free time in there for me to say hello.
I know. And have Tourette's.
That's right. I'm looking forward to it. We're going to film it.
Hello, I'm with her.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I want to scare people in all the restaurants and everything else when they come by and, you guys want
You want to refill on chips? Right. Don't look at me.
More chips? I don't cheat. Not like that. Leave me alone. Yeah. I'm telling you. You know how funny it would be? We'll make shorts out of it. I mean, no one else will get it, but boy, it'll be funny. This could catch on.
It could catch on. I like it a lot, actually.
It could catch on. I think that monogamy Tourette's should catch on.
I think more men should do it, honestly. It would bring a lot of comfort to us.
When I bare my teeth, I'm funny. Reese has said that before.
Yes. It's I don't know that I'd call it funny. Snail and trailin'. Yeah. Reese meets agent with Tommy Tourette's. Yeah. Guys, so it's looking like a Friday. Shelly Kelly, will it be in the Facebook group? Yeah, we'll definitely get it posted. What's her name? Jessica Hawley was going to put it together. She probably still will. Is everybody okay with a Friday? Because some people work, and I hate that. But it looks like it's just going to be a Friday. Funny how? Do I amuse you? Am I a clown to you, Lumen?
For real. Yeah, Lumen. What do you
funny
mean?
How? Funny how?
Like I'm here to make you laugh. Like somehow I'm here to amuse you. Right? How am I funny, woman? Maybe
Billy Crystal, he did in City Slickers. I'm married. That's right, he did.
Yes. Yes.
He
I don't
was
know that he
that was
doesn't.
a
He's not
funny movie.
It is.
I love Daniel Stern in that movie. I love when he says to Daniel Stern, "When's the last time you had sex?" And he goes, "Saturday. Saturday will be a year."
Right. No, that's good stuff. I think I've told the story on the on my other channel. But I had a guy that worked for us, and my brother used to say to me, "Hey, you know this dude's wasted, right? Like this guy's high all the time." And I go, you don't want to. I said, maybe not. He goes, "Man, I'm telling you, this dude hasn't slept in a
Who's
long
wasted?
time." A guy that we had working at our office on our phone
Oh,
lines. So I called the guy into the office and I said to him, "Hey, everybody here's on drugs. Like I'm not giving you any crap, but we have a feeling that you're doing speed, you know." And he's like, "A little." And I said, "When was the last time you slept?" And he goes, "What day is it?" I said, "Friday." And he goes, "March." it
oh
was
my
like
God.
it was like April 20th. But what day is it? Tuesday. March.
Holy
He
crap.
just started laughing. I'm like, "Why don't you
Although
go home and take a
that's
nap?"
I didn't sleep for like 3 weeks at a time.
Yeah.
Um, I mean, yeah, it
Oh
was
my
serious
goodness.
business.
Chris, you just got here, huh?
Hey guys,
I'm
and it would actually be just so people are going to ask what?
I'm a convicted bank robber, Chris. Go ahead.
He was a mob boss.
Something like that.
I'm going to start making a bunch of rumors up about
There
why
you
Tommy went
go.
to
There
prison.
you go.
Yep. He
Because
was
the real ones aren't gonna.
yeah.
Um,
Have you ever
yeah.
heard of Whitey Bulger? That was Tommy.
That was me. Yeah, I just
That
changed
was him.
the name after
Yep.
the
Yep.
stabbing.
Guys, I'm looking at next Friday actually will be the date, April 26th. So hopefully people can make that work because I don't think Tommy, based on the schedule we were talking about earlier, don't you think that's
Mm-hmm.
I think that's
Right.
what's going to work. Is that okay?
Well, there's no other option, is there? I mean, you're here for right.
Um
You're here for how many days? I mean, so there's only so
I
many
know.
options, is there not?
Correct. Hey, Rena, love you, girl. I love that Rena's in here. Rena Tommy is the one who did the Better Call Daddy podcast with me. Hey,
Oh yeah, I
Kathy loves
watched that. Very
horses.
cool.
I love her.
And a very cool concept, by the way, for a podcast. You know what I
Really
mean?
cool concept. You
It
watched it.
really is. I did, yeah. It's a very, very cool concept, though. I think it's I really I dig what you do. It's a very, very
Info
cool
Dump
concept.
Truck. Where is the meetup? I don't know yet. Tommy, do you know Phoenix well enough? Do you know anything? What do you know?
Honestly, I don't. Right? I'm not 100%. I would like to do it at White Castle, but I know how you feel about that.
Brother, I went to White Castle yesterday.
Yeah.
I almost stabbed some people. It was bad. And we had to go in because I had to pee really bad.
Uh-huh.
I think they were playing a joke on Jeff because I don't know if is it normal to order like 10 of those things?
Oh yeah, no, that's how you
Okay.
order it. I mean,
That's so
first of all,
gross.
they're called sliders, and you order them. You order them in a pyramid, right? They stack them up. I've seen people order 75, 80. I mean, if you go in with a bunch of guys, that are trying to, it's
Oh,
almost a cat's going
well,
crazy. It's almost a test kind of a thing. How
I
much can
think
you
they were
eat?
making fun of the dude because I don't eat there. I would never eat there. I would absolutely crap my pants if I ate there. There's nothing for me to eat anyway. What a gross place to be, though.
Not true. They have a veggie burger.
No, they don't. They
They
didn't
have a
there.
veggie slider.
Uh,
I'm not the one that. I am not the one that. I'm not the one that
dude,
said this. Somebody on
dude
your channel
ordered
said
his
this.
10 sliders. There was like 15 people in line behind us. Dude ordered his. They got his name. Everybody starts getting their name called except Jeff. And Jeff was first to order. And I'm like watching and I'm like, we've been here way too long. I'm watching everybody else get their order. And they're like, Sally, Sally. And they start yelling, Sally. And Jeff was like, where's my order? And they called him Sally.
How
And
the
I
hell
threw a
did they
fit.
get?
That's what I said. I was like, are you guys making fun? Is this some kind of code? Because I'm such a bitch. Because I was kind of a bitch when I got there. And
No, why would you have done that? You didn't like the was it the service? What exactly
it
set you
was just
off?
a real dirt. It was a shithole. It was just really dirty.
Well,
It wouldn't have
some of
passed an
them
inspection.
Crystal
Um,
Burger, I haven't seen a Crystal Burger in a really long time. I don't know if they're still in business, but they might be.
it's so gross. It was so gross. I think I pissed him off because Jeff was like, "Do you want anything?" And I said, "No, I wouldn't ever eat here ever. There's nothing for me to eat here. I was kind of a bee about it. So I think they
No.
probably spit in his stuff and called him Sally, and I don't know why. It probably had to do with me more than him.
Your
Um,
grandpa created the grazed brick technique. Wow.
oh, that's
Well,
cool,
guys,
witness.
that's very cool. Hey.
Original Ann, I wasn't ordering any food, or I would have been nice. I was just kind of in a bad mood, guys. I don't know what happened.
You can
Oh,
buy the
really?
sliders. You can buy the sliders and take them home now. You know what? Annika's mom's running late because she wrote Bolero, and that's in reference to like music to do the nasty to. You want to do it to
Oh,
Bolero? Well, that's a commitment there on the dude's part, though, isn't it? Well, Bolero's like 28 minutes long or something, isn't it? I mean, I'm game, but boy, that's a somebody look up
that's
how
too
long the
long.
song Bolero is. Because I feel like that's
Uh,
a long song, right?
that's too
Yeah.
long to be boned. 28 minutes is a long time for the coot.
Yeah, no, it seems like I have a lot of burger cat. I have a lot of burger that is less than a mile from my house. I've never eaten there, but there is a lot of burger right down the street from my house.
Have you ever boned for 28 minutes? I don't think I
Oh yeah.
have. That's a lot.
Oh yeah. 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 Yeah.
That's gross. That
How
seems
about
like
like
a long
four
time.
hours? Yeah. Like
Um,
4 hours.
Sharon, love you, girl. Any chance you could color coordinate with your lip stain with what Tommy is wearing,
How
Reese?
many times have I suggested that?
I
For
will do
real.
it
How
next
many
time.
times?
Okay,
I have been
I just got
suggesting
home. I
that
was out of
since
town.
we
Next time,
started.
Sharon, yes, Sharon, I will. Sorry.
Yes.
28 minutes. Hours? I don't know.
4, but it was a bad drug experience. It was horrible. It was the night of a Pink Floyd concert in Louisiana. Oh
I agree
man,
with Shelley. I
Beast
agree with
Lady, no
Shelley.
question, right? No question.
I
15
like
minutes,
Shelley's
15 seconds. Bolero. Thank you, Yarn Prepper. 15
it's
minutes,
all in the
15 seconds.
foreplay.
That's still a long time. I'm all about it. I'm all about it.
Yeah, but this actually for 28 minutes seems like a lot. I don't think Penelope would appreciate that at all. I think she'd be looking at her watch.
Well, it depends really on how the whole process starts, right? If the process starts very kind of slow and methodical, and then
Teresa,
kind of
28 minutes is a long time for the age range you're into. Is that why I've not experienced more than about 6 minutes? And I'm fine with it, by the way. I'm fine with it. I'm ready to be done. 28 minutes seems like a lot. 15 to 30 is average, says Joe Virus. I just feel like do you not, I mean, I would require a lot of lube at that point.
Oh no, witness! I didn't miss Pink Floyd. I did it after the Pink Floyd concert.
Tommy.
No, I wouldn't have missed Pink Floyd. I mean, I did some drugs at the concert that.
Me too. Cinderella's glass slipper. That's got to be foreplay included. You've pulled an all-nighter. Oh, Shelly, your poor vagina. I'm sure you had your OB on call the next day. First of all, that's a UTI in and of itself, but I would think there'd be a lot of soreness. No?
Yeah. I mean, yeah. It's just it really. I mean, it should be a process. I don't think that I think that the entire thing, 15 minutes, that doesn't seem like a really long time to me. I mean, half an hour, with the entire process, I think that that's probably fairly realistic.
I mean, I guess it depends on the night. If it's a date night, I'd like to go a full hour, but that includes foreplay. A lot of foreplay. Yeah, I like to make out if you like the person enough. I remember doing that a long time ago.
I can't remember the last time I did that, but that is a very cool concept.
It's a cool concept. I agree. I don't do it all the time. I don't do it. I haven't done it in years, but that's fun. A 3-hour night. Wow. That's true too, Barbie. You gotta go?
Do I? No,
Yeah.
how do I gotta go?
Oh, I don't know. I saw a reflection in the glass behind you, and I didn't know if you had a person.
Oh no, Johnny Scoville was putting down his amplifier. He's been playing the guitar.
Oh,
yes. The
I don't know what that means.
that booze is no damn good. I mean, that's really what it comes down to. Alcohol is a poison. It doesn't make anything better. I promise you, alcohol makes everything worse, and that's just the truth. I'm sorry. It really is. It just makes everything worse. And you get to a point where if you've had too much to drink, that nothing good is going to happen on either side of the aisle. It's just one of those absolutely factual things.
Yeah, I agree, guys. It's fun to drag it out, but I'm talking about like different, switching it up. Kara, if you're in Phoenix Friday, I may be able to make it. I message you. I'll be on my way to Vegas on Friday. Okay.
Yeah, we'll be okay. Thank you so much for asking. I love your mods are the best.
What?
You know
What'd
it?
they say? Oh, I love Rachel Harmon. Yeah.
Yeah.
She's great.
Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah, I definitely. What's that, Beast Lady? Depends on which ones, but yeah. I found that to be painful. I don't know that I'd be willing to try.
Sorry?
Tommy, you checking out? Not good?
No. I
good?
was
No good?
agreeing with that. No, I was waiting for your answer. That was the
Speaking
right?
of
You were writing
Xiaoyan,
out your answer. Okay.
I was talking about the bee.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. There'd have to be an experienced person if I was willing to do that again. I've done it one time and the dude was not experienced.
I don't want to get I don't want to turn us into Stern or anything, but that's one of those things that if the person involved is not very, 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 very patient and very, very good at, not only did they screw it up, but they screw it up for the rest of eternity for everybody that comes after them.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
it's one of those
so
things.
you've done it, is what you're saying?
Perhaps.
Oh, interesting. Oh, well, look at you.
Yeah.
I guess I should have guessed that to be a yes. That's okay.
Talking about sex, baby, about you and me.
Tommy is far more experienced, guys, in that department than I am, and we'll go into a show on that sometime. But he is much more. He's much more experienced, I would say. Wouldn't you? I would say, yeah. I would say that you've.
Probably, but I mean,
yeah.
some of that is just the the fact that I'm a little bit older than you are, Anna Nicole.
Older and just crimmy.
I'm a little crimmy.
I'm a little culty. He's a little crimmy. He's been around the block a lot more. He's better looking.
No, I'm not. Knock that crap
come on.
off.
Oh.
Yeah.
But he does have relationship Tourette's, so it's never going to happen
right,
again.
That's right. Should never be a problem. But Tommy, did you like the smart psycho type in the past?
Rena, we were talking about naming this channel a little culty, a little Colts and Crims, perhaps, Rena. What do you think?
I love artsy tartsy. That may be the greatest line I have ever heard. I'm so old. I used to watch Betamax porn.
I don't know what that is.
Betamax was a cassette that, like the VHS tapes, before VHS was a thing that was this big, right? It looked like a VHS, but it was called Betamax. And it was only around for about a year. I don't know why, because I thought it was really way cooler. But Betamax is just one of those things.
I've never heard of it.
There's a lot of things that seem really unnatural until they're done correctly. And then, but and I'm not here to advocate for anything, by the way. I'm just saying that if somebody ever decides that is an area they want to go in, because I've never asked anybody to go in that area, but if that's an area they want to go in, the person who's doing it better be good at it.
Yeah, but that goes for the front too. I mean, that goes,
here. I'm of the firm belief that you shouldn't have sex if you're not good at it. What do you think of that?
Wow, that's a firm ass belief, dude. That cuts a lot of the crowd down, doesn't it?
No,
that really weeds people out. Jeez, Tommy, that's hardcore.
No,
if you're not good at it, don't do it. That's leaves 6 people left.
No, here's the thing. Read a book.
You just took out the whole population, man.
No, read a book, right? Ask the person you're with really simple questions like, hey, does this feel good? Right? If not, why don't you tell me what does? Communication, believe it or not, is the entire shooting match, but nobody seems to be comfortable doing that. And then instead, they'll go to counselors and everybody else to find out why it isn't any good. Where all they would have to do is just go, hey, I kind of dig this, right? When you do this, that feels fantastic. When you do this, not so much. Right?
What if you bone somebody that's not good at it, Tommy? Do you tell them they're not good?
You encourage them to do things that make them better. Right? It's like anything else in life. You encourage the behavior that's fun. You discourage the behavior that's not. right? And that's in everything, right? If I say something that really hurts your feelings, you're going to say to me, please don't do that, right? That hurts my feelings. And I'm going to put that away into a file of, I'm never going to say that again because I don't want to do anything that's going to hurt your feelings, right? At all. Well, it's the same thing when you get into the back, right? This is great. This isn't. Okay, if that's not good, then we're never going to do that again, right? Let's put that in the we're never going to do that again file. And then let's keep figuring out the stuff that is good, right? Work on that and get a bigger list. And that's the idea.
He's good,
Right?
you guys. He's good. He's good at it. Uh that's true. Wait, Reese sent you the address for a Mexican restaurant in downtown Phoenix called Macayo's. Okay, I'm there, Paula. I trust you. Um,
You
encourage you
know,
good. But Tommy, that goes to the front, man. There's a lot of guys that don't know what they're doing down there.
I agree with
And
you.
I have told them, I have said, like, we can't continue this session. We'll have to
You
do this
wanna
another
you wanna
time.
see me hook up every dude on planet Earth right here? Seriously, you wanna make this easier?
Yeah.
I don't know why I do this. These services that I do for free because I'm kind and I'm giving, and that's who I am. I have an idea. Play a game called Clock. Okay? First time around, play a game called Clock. 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right? And go in there, start playing. Right? And say, tell me what you think of 1. Tell me what you think of 2. Right? How's 3? Right? And little things like that. There's a good one. Just start with that one right there. Start a little dialogue, right? A little deal. And you may end up finding out that people will say really cool things about you after you leave, right? like, uh, like that dude was okay, right? Not, they won't say stuff like they call their friends and go, nope, another one of those, right? You don't want to be
SB is
that
right.
fellow.
You are doing the Lord's work, Tommy Gunn. All the ladies right now love the heck out of you. It's true. Guys are usually selfish. Guys, I don't think Tommy is, but get yourself a Cancer sign. That's how Cancers are. I think Cancer men are good lovers. I do.
Like Lana Turner and what was the guy's name? It was Stomping Out of, what was his first name? Lana Turner and was it Frankie Stampanato? See, I hope you weren't calling me Frankie.
I wish there were more men in the chat because, well, honestly though, like Joe Virus, for instance, that dude knows his way around. I know that Rain wouldn't put up with it. He knows what
Johnny
he's doing.
Stampanato. Thank you, witness. It's Johnny Stampanato. It was the
Teresa, your partner of 19 years is a Cancer, and I bet he knows how to get down, Teresa. I can tell. Scorpios are good too, Shelley. That's true.
that's actually wicked funny, isn't it? Where was that?
I was with my friends one night and they were talking about the G spot. I was 39 and asked them, "Do I have one?" What? Okay, then you're not dating the right guy.
You're not dating the right dude. It's named after a doctor named Grafenberg. And if a guy doesn't know that and doesn't understand that and hasn't read about it, shop around because you'll find somebody
sucks,
that
Miss
knows
Sunrise Dawn.
who Dr. Grafenberg is. Right?
So
Shop around.
Virus, you're good at it, brother. You're good at it. Interesting. Yeah, if that's sad to me. Now that's sad. I came from a cult, but I know about my G spot. That's for sure. And he should too. A guy should know more than
not to
you.
look at your partner during sex?
I get weirded out by it. I don't like to.
I'm a very visual guy.
I think it's
I would
awkward.
very much want to.
I think it's awkward to look at each other. Now I talk during sex. I'm a big chatter. But are you? But I have a hard time. I can, if I'm talking, I can look you in the eye, but just silently, I feel weird looking somebody in the eye.
You know something? I have struggled with that my whole life, but until I don't,
Mark
if that makes
Hardman.
any sense.
I love Mark Hardman. Mark, you're fantastic. Just the way you are, brother.
I love you. That's great. Yeah, girl. What
Wait,
a
I'm
girl.
60 and believe me, I know now I have one. Yeah, but the problem is, like, honestly, the G spot's for the dude. Wendy Brewer, you've never had sex. I don't know how old you are, Wendy, so I don't know if that's shocking or not. Um, wait.
That's probably, you know what?
Thanks, Cricket.
What did Cricket say?
You got to work on your confront during sex. It sounds like a Scientology thing. Um, I what was
You know
what
what? That's a
the
beautiful
G
thing to say.
spot?
That is a beautiful thing to say right there.
Wendy, you're 31. You've never had sex. That's okay.
Nothing at all wrong with that.
Yeah,
I
that's
promise you
okay.
there's not.
I mean,
Looking in
it's
someone's
better than
eye is
getting the
extremely
clap.
trusting. Well, and here's the thing. I can honestly say this 100%, right? Um, my numbers are disturbing because of a period of time
Yeah.
that I went through in my life that
Tommy's numbers are disturbing.
I
I
did
don't
this
think you want to
stuff.
put it out
I
there.
don't want to put it out there, but I did a lot, right? And if I could go back and change position with you, I swear to God, I would. I would much rather be getting with the next person who, if by some chance I wind up with somebody, I would like that to be the only person ever. That would have been great, right? Really would
I
have. And
know. I know.
saying that from the bottom of my heart.
Kara
But
McAllister, I love you. Thank you, Kara. Gretchen says most of the G spot is on the outside. Tommy, is that true?
um, no, but I do know what is being said. The No, I mean not technically. However, there are things that you can do to play with it from the outside, right? And there are, you know, something. This is just an odd conversation, even under the best of
Why?
it. No,
I
because
love it. I love talking about this stuff, but okay, well, we can
yes,
stop.
Shambot. Thank you. Yeah, shaped like a kidney bean, right? Half.
Yeah. Here's
Yeah.
the thing about
It's
the G spot, though. I don't know much about my G spot because I don't want to climb in there and find out about it. I have to put my cup in there, and that's bad enough on my period. I don't want to do that work. That's his job. Don't you agree? I think the G spot stands for the
Did you just say
guy.
my job? Did you just say my job? Because you
I
really kind of
did.
threw. Did you see? Can we back that up? Back that up. Where are we at? 1 minute, 1 minute
His job.
49. Yeah.
Dude's
I
job.
think
It's
you
the
meant,
dude's job.
I think you
If you
meant,
press on the outside and the inside were the two what? I don't understand. What?
yeah, you're right. It is an awful, awful thing. It's not about, no,
Wendy, that's genius, girl.
what?
Wendy said, I'm looking for the right person and to get to know them first before I have sex. I think that's
You're
super
perfect.
smart, Wendy. You don't want to get the clap. Trust
Genius.
me, I've had it 3 times.
Genius.
Um, if you press, do you want to know something? My only G spot orgasm, I've
Uh-huh.
not experienced one till not that long ago in my life. I've never experienced it. Do you know that
Huh.
women have a hard time achieving orgasm during sex? There's like a
Yes.
percentage of that. I'm one of them. I can't.
The majority don't.
Yeah, I can't.
Okay.
Now, sex is still fun, but I don't get
Absolutely.
off. The only time I have achieved it was with Fred. Go
I
ahead,
believe
call me
that.
Anna Nicole. Dude
No,
knew what he
no.
was doing.
Well,
Dude
and
knew
just as
things.
importantly,
Magic
just as
man.
well, but just as importantly, the attachment that you had to the person has so much more to do
Oh,
with
I
it
didn't
than
think of that.
anything else.
That's
That
true. I
is
trusted him more than anybody. That's true.
that is absolutely the biggest part of that, I promise you. And I'm not saying that he wasn't, by the way. I'm sure he was masterful, and I didn't mean to take away from that. But what I'm saying is when the attachment is that strong, that's when you have your best chance, I promise.
Yes.
That's always
That's true. Tommy, I never thought of it. And I'll tell
Lori.
you.
Yes.
I will tell you because what? Oh, yeah. I will tell you too about that. I remember when it happened. I remember where I was. I remember when it happened. I was like, "Oh my god." It was such a different kind of orgasm. It was totally different, and I was, "Reese, I'm gonna do it. Don't be mad." "Do what, Kara?" That's true. Your body was more relaxed around Fred than anyone else. God, I never thought of that. That makes total sense. That's the only person I've had G-spot orgasm with. And keep in mind, he was 95. It didn't work. I never had actual intercourse with Fred. I couldn't. He was 95. That's even more powerful right there, brother. I got to tell you. But yeah, it's more about the headspace. I need a card. That's true. And I was super comfortable with Fred and he knew what he was doing. Yeah, it's a level of trust.
Yeah, I mean, it really is. That's exactly. It
That
makes a.
won't happen to us because it's always been a matter of trust.
I'm a Billy
Kara,
fan.
Kara, you did it. Damn you. You paid $5 to do it though, so I accept. I accept. That's cool. Yeah, Tommy, I'm just telling you, that was an incredible, powerful feeling. It was way different than the other kind that I have all the time.
No, that makes. I mean, that makes a ton of sense. It really
I'm just
does.
telling you, it was amazing. I couldn't believe it. I was like, whoa! My whole body, it was such a different, like, oh, my whole body, like almost just did that. The other kind I've had my whole life, so it was, it's fun. It's always fun. Don't be giving up on it. It's fun. But the G spot one was like, wow, so different. Kind of gives you a little bit of a shudder all over in a good way. What's wrong with you? What are you doing? Why are you just sitting there
Nothing. I'm
being
listening
weird?
to you. Hey,
All
Pajama
right.
Pixie, good to see you. No, I was having a very good time listening to you. That's all.
I haven't
That's
heard his
all that
new
I was
song,
doing.
Yarn Prepper.
Who's new
Uh,
song?
Billy Joel's new song. I haven't heard it.
Billy
It's a
Joel
whole
has a
new
new
world.
song.
Apparently, he's speaking of 105. Dude's so old, but I think his
Well, he
wife is
also
like
is it.
12.
Does it have words? Because he swore off that a really long time ago. I'd be fascinated if he's writing lyrics again. He's done some classical music, but my understanding is he's never writing lyrics again. That would have been really
I
interesting.
I
Blake, you're forgiven. I love you.
Wendy Brewer, I'm proud of you, girl. I think it's kind of a new thing to wait, and I think it's smart. If I could go back, I mean, I had sex when I was 14 with Shane, a 24-year-old at the Church of Scientology. I would change things if I could go back, but I still would have waited. Oh my God, Peace Lady, get the new kind that's rechargeable, girl. What are you doing? You got to update that equipment. Amazon, babe, Amazon. It'll come right to your door.
You saw his 100th concert. You saw him at Madison Square Garden last night for the 100th show. Congrats, right? Wasn't that
I would
last night?
love to see him, but it's like hundreds of thousands of dollars.
It's a lot of money to catch him on. He's playing his residency at the Madison Square Garden. Comes in by boat. Billy's doing it.
Isn't his
Yeah,
wife like 19?
usually,
Yeah.
usually, he likes his girls a little bit
Bit
older.
younger.
No, he likes them a little bit older than, say, graduating high school.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, you know
Yeah.
what? He's Billy Joel.
There you go.
Um, when you're Billy Joel, I'm holding myself out until Reese explores the girl side and tries bisexuality.
There you go.
Kestrel, you're holding out for me? I didn't even know you had a crush on me, Kestrel. You're not very forward. I would appreciate you dialing it up a notch, please. I didn't even know. Thank you for being so upfront, Kestrel. Now I can put you in my highlight reel.
I agree. Billy Joel and Elton John was one of the best concerts ever.
Oh, that
To
would be.
be
Oh,
sure.
Billy Joel was in Kansas City not that long ago with. Oh my God, Fleetwood Mac. I would have. Yeah, that would have been
Yeah, it
my.
would have been a good show. That would have been a good show.
Okay, well, you got quiet about the G spot. You ready to be done?
No, 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 no. I mean, I wasn't. Although we've taken him about 2 hours. Pretty impressive, isn't
Yeah.
it?
Do
How
you have
about
anything you
that?
want to say about the G spot? You really didn't say anything. Do you know where it is, or do you know anything about it?
I've heard people talk about it before. And, I think
Okay.
I could probably find it if I had to.
You think you could?
I think I
You're a
could.
bit of an explorer. I trust that you would find it. You've read a lot of books when you were doing time. I bet you know where it is.
Billy Joel concert starts in 3 minutes. I'm out. Yard Prepper, have fun. This is I think this is his 100th concert, and Bobby watching it on replay 500 times. But what if you give
What
the
if
G
you
spot
give?
pep talk? I always do. I always
He
do.
does. He.
I am a
Do you
I am a
guys know one
fan of.
time Tommy gave my colon a pep talk because I couldn't poop for wasn't it like 3 days?
I
And
was.
you finally called and he did. Tommy was like, now listen up, Reese's colon.
Listen. Put your colon on phone.
I
I left
did.
a message for her colon.
That's
Yeah.
true friendship. And I just want to say thank you for that. Even us non-lesbians have a crush on you. Pajama Pixie, I love you and I can't wait to meet you in Texas. I love that. Tommy, this has been another good show. Do you agree? Do you have anything you want to say?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
Billy Joel turns the light back on. Come out in February. Oh, see that? I could be. I love Kimberly Martin. Oh, Bill's last name is Martin. You know, it's true.
That's weird. You can get rechargeable toys at Walgreens and Target. I don't believe that. I've never seen
It's a
that.
fact.
What?
I've heard that too.
What, like a neck massager? It's not the same thing.
No, it certainly is not. Um, do you like it rough or sensual? Well, isn't that a
Layla's
both
all about the
always?
sexual questions.
Isn't that a both always? Right?
Yeah, that's kind of not an either or question, Layla. You got to polish up that question. That's both for sure. I like it kind of rough.
Giggity.
Do you?
Um.
What are you being shy for? Where's Tommy? What's going
No,
on?
no, no. Here's the deal. I'll tell you the deal with that one. That to me has always been it's always been frightening because that
Oh, being
when
a
women
guy.
dig that, yeah. I mean, it's that yes, I like grabbing a girl and getting a handful of hair, right? Like I dig that. But I've had people that scared the crap out of me. I've told the story on the boat before. The people who go hit me. No, not going to happen. Right? Like that.
Oh, who says
No,
that?
no.
Ooh, that would be weird.
In my lifetime, 2 dozen people have said, "Hey, slap me," and you're like, "Yeah, I'm not
Oh,
going
yeah,
to
no,
look
I
at
don't like
this."
it rough like that.
I mean, for real, look at this. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like
no.
anything that when you start getting into weird stuff, like I'll put one on your butt, right now. Pretty random, standard, run of the mill, not too vanilla, not too chocolate. But I yeah, it's abuse. But there are people that dig that, and from the guy standpoint, I don't. You know what? And I've heard people say, yeah, you know what? We can do a safe word thing. What it does to me, I'm not going to be able to maintain. You understand what I'm saying?
I
Like
thought of our
if
safe word, by the way, because we're both terrified of spiders. I thought we could say spider.
oh yeah, and then we just both run out of the room in opposite directions, like jumping up on top of something, that will be effective, right? That will be effective. Yeah, that's just great. That's
I thought of that
just
whilst driving for 3
great.
hours today. I was like, what could Tommy and I's safe word?
Lori's the funniest person you've ever met. Did you see this?
What? Did I see what? I can't. What? Not cool? Why is that not cool?
I just pot my ass, but don't leave a handprint. There you go. See, Sassy Savage gets it. She's got a plan.
I guess I don't like it rough then. I would never want to be slapped. No way. Is that the definition of rough? I just like to be kind of
Manhandled.
a little bit. Yeah. Yeah.
There you go. So
I
that
think
makes
I
perfect
do.
sense.
I mean, I don't have sex that often, but I think I'm kind of into that. I'm a super loud personality in the world, but I think during sex I kind of get a little bit submissive.
I think that's probably something that goes on very often. People who tend to be one way in real life tend to be another somewhere else.
Kink, tie it up, Spike. I've never been tied up. I've never done that. I've never tried stuff like that.
I have no idea what this means, but I just want to repeat it. What some of the old black balls and Sunny D. Right?
What, Tyler? Okay, that sounds like a lot. It sounds like you've got a
Tracy
lot to
Range.
unpack. Reese
Tracy
is definitely a
says,
sub. Really? I wouldn't have known that about me.
Tracy says, I don't like the can I on your visage. Can I finish up?
Oh, Tracy likes that? Who said that?
No, I got the idea. Tracy did not like that. She said. Oh, and Joe Virus says, I've been DJing the Dallas Fetish balls for 25 years. You should check it out in November. Kinksters from around the world come out.
I think I'd rather just hear
The
stories,
term
Joe.
kinksters from around the world, I don't know that gets used enough. Love the show. You're troll proof. Excellent night, you two.
Tyler.
We troll ourselves. There's no
Guys, I don't think I'm into that then, because subs are powerful, Reese, because a top has no power without their bottom trusting them to submit to them. Whoa, Teresa. I don't think I'm that far into it, guys. I've never, I'm
Well,
very
there's this
vanilla.
pearl necklace is fine though.
That's fine. That's fine with me too.
Pearl necklace.
Uh,
I wore a pearl
but I've never
necklace.
been like tied up or slapped around or anything like that. So maybe I don't like it rough. I just like I kind of like being told what to do, but nothing. I've never tried that stuff. So Tommy seems to have maybe tried those things.
Ah, well, you can't prove that. You like it when I say visage? You've heard it twice today? Well, there you go. All right. Excellent. Reese, this is why 50 Shades of Grey is BS. See, there you go.
Yeah, I've never done anything like that, like the books and the movie. I've never done anything like that.
Here's the thing. You know what? Don't smack me with your Johnson. You know what's really funny? There's I talk about this all the time, but there is a sex study that comes out every single year, right? Kinsey's been doing it forever. There was a sex
There's a
study
what?
done,
Sex study.
sex
Okay.
study, yeah, done. The Kinsey report used to be called, and they've been studying this stuff forever. And they ask the same questions every single year, right? They're always the same stuff, and it's interesting to see that cocaine's a hell of a drug. It's interesting to see how the stuff changes over time in terms of how people view things, but Kinsey, no, Kinsey's long gone, but they're still continuing to do the Kinsey stuff. But what's funny is the relationships between men and women have changed so dramatically, right? I mean, it's look at women from the 30s and 40s and how they are with men, and compare them to women today. But you know what? The answers don't change. They really don't. They don't change. The stuff that flips people's switch still flips people's switch. And when they're honest about it and no one's around, you know. So it's
Blake, it's a
interesting to
maybe.
me.
Um,
What's a maybe?
Blake asked a question earlier. He was like, "So, the butt?"
We're gonna let you know. Just kidding.
It's not a sure thing. I don't know.
Oh man, come on! If that doesn't get him rolling, I mean,
I don't know. Maybe Marissa, maybe I don't like it rough. I don't know what the definition of rough means though. Honestly, I can tell you right now, I would never be into someone like slapping me around or
do you know what it comes
again,
down
even like
to every
tying me
single
down.
time? No, this is what it comes down to every single time. Is this right? Communication. Whatever you're into or not into, right? Communication will absolutely get the entire thing right. Perfect example, right? I like to use my hands, right? It says Dust the Rhymes. Okay. You communicate that to your significant other, your person, and they say, well, then we shouldn't tie you up, right? Because obviously you want to use your hands. The last thing in the world we would want to do is do that. But
What's the point of being tied up? Is it more for the
Layla
other
says,
person?
it's somebody saying, I am giving up complete control to the person that I'm with. That's the thing. It's saying, I trust you so emphatically, do it. Do whatever you're going to do.
Shelly, I
Right?
agree. Probably a man taking control might be a better description.
Would I like a dominant woman? You mean like, you know, in the I'm not much into being dominated at all. To be
Would
honest
you
with you,
like a
it's not my
dominant
thing.
woman? Oh, I don't
No,
see that for you at all.
no, not
Would
my
you
thing.
do that? Yeah, no, I would not. Have you ever done that?
Yeah, not my thing.
Reese, it's
Not my
okay
thing.
to have your hair pulled. Paula, I would love that. I'm totally into that. That's what I mean.
Yeah.
There's like certain things that are kind of basic that I'd be into. But I'm a little like again, I don't know about the tying up thing. I've never done
See what
it.
Teresa just said? Look, that makes actually a
Restraint
lot
can
of
be
sense.
freeing for
Restraint can be
many
very
people who
freeing for
always
people who, right? When
who
you're a
always
control freak in your life, and this is how this is what the usual
how
thought
would
process is.
restraint be freeing?
Because you're in the real world, you're such a control freak, right? That you literally have to control everything. That when you get into that other environment, you go, you know what? I
Blake.
have zero control, right?
Oh.
I have zero control.
I agree with Shambot. That's cool.
And people have asked, there's been a bunch of questions about, you know, am I comfortable with what? There you go. Shambot just pretty much nailed it. Like the people who go, yeah, kind of like my hair pulled, a little nice bang, you know, nice strong grip, nothing too dramatic, nothing too, right? But that kind of stuff right there, yeah, that flips my switch. Straight up.
You like it?
I do. All of those things
You
right
like
there.
doing that.
Every bit of it. I do. But I don't like doing it to the point where it starts to be, you know what I mean? I don't, if I feel like I'm inflicting pain, then I can't,
Oh,
my
yeah.
stuff goes like this, right? I mean, it doesn't work for
Yeah.
me. So I've
No
never been
pain
able to
involved for
enjoy
me.
that kind of, I've never
That's a
been,
hard
there are people
no.
that get into it. There are people that get into that, and God bless them, whatever makes you, but it's just not mine, man.
Yeah,
You
like
know?
Shelly right there, like being peed on. No way. I would never do
Oh
that.
no! I tell you what, anything that has anything to do with that kind of,
Joe
you know,
Virus, you couldn't be more wrong, dude. You're usually right. No.
what
I
did Joe Virus say?
I see what did he I see I see Reese as a dom and Tommy as her
Oh
sub. No
no,
way,
ain't no
dude.
way in
No
hell.
way.
Ain't no
Well, it's
way in
just no way.
hell.
I'm not
I couldn't do
dominating.
it, man. I really am not. Um,
But I myself, I know myself. I don't have any like it doesn't turn me on in any way. I wouldn't even know how to do it. I don't want to do it. Like it's just a no from me. I'm just not into that. It doesn't
I think
turn me on to think about it, but it turns me on to think about the other way around.
fetishes are weird and yet fascinating, and I think that that's something that is. I think that that's why this is one of the things that people are always so interested in talking about. Um, because it is
Yeah,
fascinating. We look
it
and
is.
go, how is it that some guy that runs a Fortune 500 company wants to put on a diaper, drink out of a baby bottle this big, and be in a crib? But those people, that is a thing, right?
Do you
And
think
I
there's
don't.
really people into that?
Oh, believe me, there are people that are into that. And I'm not judging anybody for what they do. If everything is consensual, I don't give a crap. What you do, that's your business. As long as
But
it's
how could that be a
consensual,
turn on? Like how could
I
that
have
possibly
no
be a mental
idea.
turn on?
Yeah, it doesn't make sense to me, right? It doesn't make any sense to me at all.
Like
But
that
that's
actually makes
okay.
me a little sad. That somebody would be into that because it makes me think like something happened to you as a child.
Well, and there
Bye,
are people.
Kestrel.
I think there are people that keep that theory. You know what I mean? Because it's something that it's where your head goes to, right? You think, why would
You want
somebody
to hear a
want to?
theory? My
Sure,
hairstylist told me the other day about
sure,
dudes that are into feet.
sure. Let me hear it.
It was kind of sad. She said that it's kind of sad. A lot of research has been done on it, and guys
Uh-huh.
that are into feet are into feet because when they were little, they were never held or picked up, and all they ever saw was feet like coming and going. They were always on the floor.
See, that's a concept, right? That I find interesting because I've been told that I was never put down. Right? So it may not be 100% across the board, right? Because I dig feet, but I have literally been told that I've never been put down like that. That my sister Scoville was 6 when I was brought home, and she just thought that I was a doll,
Oh, that's so
and
cute. She carried you.
literally
She held you.
for about 9 years. You know what I mean? You
Oh,
know,
that's
I mean,
so cute.
yeah, she definitely, she's to this day like as much a second mom as a sister. You know what I mean? Like she really has always been that
Blake.
girl. But,
That's so cute, Tommy. Oh, that's adorable.
but
It's probably
I
made
didn't
up,
get,
guys. I was getting my hair done the other day and she talked to me about that. Who knows? I mean, she doesn't know either. She was just brought it up as something that she read. I'm sure though, Sarah, there is a lot of psychology behind it. It is a deep thing. It has to be a deep thing. It has to be a deep thing. Where would a foot fetish come into play?
I
Like,
can
why would
explain
you
it.
look at feet
Oh,
and
I can
want to
explain it.
like whack off on that or like get
Well,
you going?
number one, I don't necessarily believe that, no, I did not find either. In fact, I used to get violent if my sister tried to put her feet on me. I was no joke, like I hated it. Uh, it's an odd thing, but I don't find all feet attractive. I find certain feet attractive,
That's
and
true. You do. Yeah, you're not
yeah,
attracted to all feet at all.
no. In fact, to be really honest with
You're
you, I find
repulsed by
most
a lot of
feet.
feet.
I find a lot of feet repulsive. I
I
really do. I
remember
find
once that you texted me when you were traveling and you were like, I'm
I'm at
at an
the
airport.
airport.
And you were like, I've seen the most disgusting feet.
I want to tell you something, man. I was on a no. I remember that day. You know what happens? You got to go through that thing where you got to take your shoes off and you go through that skeezy process of right. And I'm sitting there looking and I'm like, these are 9 of the ugliest feet I've ever seen in my life, and I'm stuck like dead center in the middle of all of them. Right?
So I like that
And
you are picky about it.
I'm very picky about it. No, I was looking around like, oh man, you know. Oh, it's just terrible. It was really bad. I'm like, you couldn't put freaking socks on. You know that this is going to happen. You know you got
I love
to
that you
take your
love
shoes
my
off for the
feet.
world. Well, you have your toes are all the way they're supposed to be. Like they get smaller in size.
They're shapely
You have very
though,
high.
and high arches.
You have a high
Yeah.
arch, and my hand's bigger than your foot. That's always a good thing too.
Do you want me to wear sandals when I come to Phoenix?
Um. Yeah, it's not such a bad idea. I think that might be
We're
a good
gonna
idea.
stream there.
Yes, I think we're going to. I'm probably going to. I'm probably going to come down, spend the night down there. I have family there,
Oh
so
yeah,
I
you
think
told
I
me
will
that.
do. I think I will pull a couple of days there.
Teresa, I do take good care of my feet. I'm not planning to. Well, I don't think I'm going to be there for a couple of days. But you just tell me when you're coming. Well, you're going to pick me up at the airport. You said.
Yes. Oh, I'm a fan of
Okay.
painted toenails. I am a fan of painted toenails.
I
I
am
am.
too.
I also like
Unless they're
painting
like
toenails.
gross colors. Oh, you like painting? Wait a minute. What did you just say?
You heard me. I like to paint a toenail.
You
Hey,
do?
yeah, big time. Big time. You saw Quarter Flash?
That's
Man,
absolutely adorable. Um,
better be in a fur
yeah,
coat.
but Tommy and I agree on
Obviously,
painted
I'm picking her up in a
toenails.
fur coat. I don't pick people up at the airport if I'm not wearing a fur coat. I've told you guys
I'm
this.
not
That's
wearing mine,
how I
not to
pick it.
Phoenix, guys. Too hot.
You don't have to.
Wait, wait,
I like
wait.
toe rings. I like toe rings.
Ew, toe rings are gross.
No, I
Okay,
like
hold
toe
on.
rings.
Hold on. But we both agree on the painted toenail thing. It has to be a certain color. Like you can't be painting them
Green.
ugly, weird color. Green.
I'm not a fan of
Uh
green toes.
I
I
don't
saw
even like
I saw
blue.
green
I don't
toes
like
today.
See, I really only stick to purple, pink, or red. I don't really step outside of that.
And Shelly says, "Okay, that's hot." See, Shelly likes the idea
That is
of getting
hot,
her
Tommy. That's
toes.
hot. I didn't even know that.
Yep, I've been doing it for years,
Are you
and
good
I'm
at
good at it. Yeah, wildly. You would be really blown away at how good I am at it. That's no joke. I'm good
That's
at it.
fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Hi, Heather. That's
And the way you're
crazy.
supposed to do it is, I sit back, right? You put your foot right here on my chest, and I go like this and paint you down.
Yes,
And go and
Abigail,
sit
I
there.
did. That's
Yeah,
crazy. I didn't know
yeah,
you
it's a
did
bed
that.
thing. Yeah, you get in bed, and your mate sits across from you and puts her foot on your chest, and then you take out
But
your.
but then what about pedicures? I guess you could get a pedicure and not get them painted and then you do it.
Yeah, I do the painting.
That's adorable. I did not know that. And I think that's the cutest thing I've ever heard.
You're confused by the two chats. I'm just confused in general. White paint looks good. Good too. You know what, Layla? I
Not a
can
fan.
on the right person. I can like a French manicure. I dig, but it's got to be on the right person. And
Oh, Denise, silver's not bad. That would be fun around the holidays.
I could see that.
Reese looking like the skies just cracked open and angels descended when Tommy said he liked to paint toenails. That's true, Barbie. I will be making an appointment with Tommy. I like
Yes, I,
glitter on it. Cinderella's, yeah, glitter for sure. You know what else
just
my
an average
hairstylist said
Jess
about
says,
feet?
"Yay, caught alive! You look pretty, Reese." What did your hairstyle say about
She
feet?
said that she sees somebody who's like a pretty huge OnlyFans girl. She makes a ton of money on it. And she
Uh-huh.
said her biggest moneymaker is dipping her feet in glitter, like liquid glitter, and like letting it drip off. She said she makes tons of money doing that.
Dipping your
So
feet in it.
guess who's got an appointment after this with some rich businessman? Huh?
So wait a sec. She dips her feet into this, and then say it again. I'm confused.
Her biggest moneymaker, the men that
Right.
pay her, the real
Uh-huh.
dollars, is dipping her feet into liquid glitter and like letting it drip
Where
off.
do you have a like? Where does she do this?
Where's your Tourette's when I need it?
I
I
wouldn't
thought
watch
you.
that. How's that? That I do. Huh? I'm disgusted.
I said no, Tommy
Who is
Gunn
this trollop?
Scoville. Yeah, that's right. Who
Yeah.
is this hussy?
I don't even want to
It's a
know.
no.
Yeah.
Go get some
I'm
liquid
disgusted.
glitter.
Tell
Go
me the
get
name
some.
of her site so I can block it. Because I'm disgusted.
So you can send a
blocked.
complaint. Give me
I'm gonna
her
complain.
address and information so I can send her a
I'm going to
letter.
complain and then I'm going to block it. If I don't block it, it could end up in my feed.
I
Then
am
what?
going to file a complaint.
Yes.
Tommy, go get some liquid glitter.
Right? Where do I find liquid glitter? That's the coolest thing
You
I've ever
got
heard
2
in my
weeks,
life.
brother. You have 2 weeks to find it. Just get it.
Right? I think a man that can paint models can paint nails. That's right. And a guy that can work on watches, I promise you can knock away from it. I step away for 1 minute and now Tommy likes to paint toes. I love you guys. Such a great comment.
Purple Groovy. How bad do you want that Rolex, Reese? Liquid glitter can't be that expensive. I want that watch, Tommy. You promised me.
Yes, I got this. Don't trip.
Is it just me or does Reese's lipstick match Tommy's shirt? It does, and we planned that.
Yeah, we've been scheduling this for weeks.
Guys,
Hobby Lobby has liquid glitter. And on that note, we're going to call this a day.
What time do they close? You better get your ass to Hobby Lobby.
That's what I'm saying.
You could Amazon it. You don't even have to leave the house. I'm coming next Friday.
Next Friday? Is that next Friday?
I'm sorry, every Friday?
I'm sorry, every Friday? That is the best short ever.
It's the best
I watched
ever.
I'm half your views on that short.
Oh, I'm the other half. I watch it all the time. I'm sorry, every Friday. And then I love Tommy's response. I'm a blonde. He goes, okay. And he goes, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, every Friday.
Yeah, you know why that was so funny though? Is because we did not know each other at all. That's why it was.
No, like I think that was the second time we'd ever talked.
It was the
How
first
cute.
time we ever talked.
I love. No, it wasn't because we did a live together once before that.
I thought that
we did a one-on-one live.
I thought that we did that, and that spawned the one-on-one. That was our first conversation,
really?
and I reached out to AA Ron afterwards and said, "Hey, after the show, when we were done filming, I said we should do something." And I reached out, I got your stuff, and that's how it started. But that was the first time you and I had been on film.
And I love it even more. You know why? Because I really made you laugh.
Oh, no, I laughed hard.
I love that.
The panty hamster thing. And you know that's got to be the first one because that's the first time I ever heard panty hamster. If I had heard it if you and I had talked, I would have heard that before.
The ham wallet?
Right? I mean, that absolutely would have been one.
That was so cute. Your response was so cute. I'm sorry. Every Friday?
Well, then you got to
I can mimic it almost perfectly.
Find me somewhere else that has liquid glitter. At this point, I'd buy it from Hitler. I need liquid glitter.
Guys, Amazon, babe, Amazon. Get some. Get like a multicolored one.
I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you.
Sounds real messy.
Yes, Aaron saved you. Aaron saved you and connected us both. He did. Michaels and Joanne will have it. Okay.
All right.
Yeah,
see what you can get.
See it. Yeah.
Maybe get some different colors.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to check out and see how. I can't. I'm having a difficult time even really wrapping my brain around the concept of what a liquid. But I'm looking forward to seeing it. Why don't you shoot me that address real quick so I can get a look? just quick. You know what I mean?
Justine, yes. Somebody made that. Armine in the chat made it. No, you're not getting that address, and you're supposed to be.
Right. No. I'm going to Tourette it. That's why I was going over there to Tourette it. That was the purpose.
It's ridiculous.
Right? I can't scream at it if I don't see it. Right. I can't freak out.
You're not acting right.
This is disgusting. I would never do this. Wait, those aren't Reese's feet.
It's too much. It's too much, man. Guys, this was fun. I hope you enjoy this. I hope you enjoy it. Tommy gets to cut loose over here, and as he should. He's taking a break from
not for
life.
nothing, but I think I actually may have had that conversation at one point.
100%. Do you remember on that game night? There were 4 men on that night? It was you, Aaron, Mike Brown, and Sterling. Oddly enough, Tommy was the only person that laughed at that or even responded to it. Remember that? When I said
you know what I
hamster?
found funnier? Do you know what I found funnier? And I'm not trying to bum anybody out, right? I'm really not. But what's funnier is at the start of that question, right? He goes, "This one's a little," right? Everybody was disgusted by
Cringe.
it. Right. Everybody went, "Ooh," and I was
I
like,
know. And what
"What I
was the
miss?
question? Least
How
likely
often
to
do you treat? Yeah,
shave their genital area. And
yeah.
Aaron was like, "Oh my God." And
Disgusting." I
yeah,
was
people
like,
were
"No,
like,
it's disgusting if you
"Ooh,
let it go for like 6 or 7 months. Then
you
it's
can't have a
disgusting." But
Kentucky waterfall on your balls."
right, yeah, I don't think you let it go for a year or two. But other than that, no, that's not
Yeah,
disgusting.
but the weird thing was all those guys, and they were like, "Ooh," they were like super squeamish. Tommy was the only one that was like,
Right? I was like, "What? Every Friday?"
he was like, "All right." I'm sorry. Every Friday? Yeah, it was weird. It was weird how many people were creeped by that question. It wasn't even that big of a deal, the question. It was
I
just not a big
manscaped
deal.
too, Blake, viciously. I'm
Do you
viciously
really?
in the man. Yeah, viciously in the.
Yeah.
You gave it. No, you know what? You blew that too. If you go back and watch that, you'll see her nod, and then she does the "Do you really?" But she lost it first. She went to, "Yeah, no, he does." Oh, do you? It was, but you were close. You almost had it.
Shut up. Quit
I'm
starting
sorry.
rumors.
I'm trying. I'm trying. Don't blow it for me.
Look at Cricket.
Yes, that's exactly right. Toes and woes. There you go. Toes and woes. I
Kentucky
like
water
it.
balls.
Yes. Koala Lou, the moment you knew. Yes, yeah. It's been a right good laugh. Yes,
Awesome.
Duff's the rhymes. It truthfully has been a right good laugh.
That's the best thing, Cricket. Kentucky water balls.
That
Um,
may be the kindest thing anyone has ever said to me, ever.
in my book, Next to an Orgasm, you guys are running neck and neck. Oh,
That truthfully may be the kindest thing anyone has ever said.
Purple Groovy,
Right?
that is so nice. Nothing comes first
Good
except for an
album.
orgasm.
Kristen Melinda, you nailed it. Great album. Right? Great album. Rumors, maybe the best album. Um,
I like the
so
live one. I can't think of what it's called. I tend to
uh
like lives. That and the other live one, Hell Freezes Over, my two faves. But the
good
other
one.
one,
Good one. How
um,
about
uh,
Live at Budokan? Great album, right? Cheap Trick, Live at Budokan, one of the best ever.
I don't know Cheap Trick that
Frampton
well.
Comes Alive, good one, really good one. Love it, love it.
Hmm hmm I can't think of the name of that Fleetwood Mac album that was live. It was good. It was really good.
What did the old men do? Oh, this is because the comments come in different. I got you. No, old men suck. Richie's Girl, you're right.
Yeah, Richie's Girl.
Um,
Yeah,
yeah.
some old dudes are
Cheap
not the
Trick,
best.
Heather McLaughlin. I think Cheap Trick is the greatest, the best live album ever. Is Cheap Trick live at Budokan. Bee Gees, One Night Only, great live, great live. One Night Only by the Bee Gees. Love that.
Hmm This was a good time. I appreciate
Yeah.
your time. Hey, next one. Do you want to do the next one? A call in?
Yes, I think that would be a really Tusk. That's the one that's live. Thank you.
Uh-uh. Nope, that ain't it. It's the dance. That's it. The dance.
Yeah, but Tusk is live.
I know Tusk is live, but the album
Oh,
is
okay.
not it. That's not what I'm
Okay, I got you.
talking
I
about.
got you. You saw Frampton at sunny Stony Brook. Well, my family used to live in Stony Brook. How's that? Long, long time ago.
Yeah, the
Uh,
dance. That is it. You're right. I love that album. The dance. It was a good one.
when I was a little bitty boy, my grandmother bought me a cute little toy.
Aw,
Silver
Brittany, I
bells
love
hanging on
that.
a string. I
We
will
motivated
sing that.
Brittany.
Changed her litter boxes, showered, meal prepped, and vacuumed. I love that, man.
I love that
I love
we
that.
cause all kinds of feelings in people, Tommy. I really do.
Yeah, I love
Um,
that.
let's do the next one a call in.
I think that's a great idea. We
All
will do
right.
the next one. Hey, Lisa from Jersey. We like to keep you laughing tonight. Should we start another rumor? Because no one said anything bad about you in a long time. Lisa from Jersey. The last time I did I remember I did Beetlejuice, and then for 6 weeks everybody started cracking jokes about her. I apologize for the Beetlejuice reference. But I'm so happy you're home. I really am. Go ahead.
I love it when you do Beetlejuice. We've come for your daughter, Chuck.
Come for your daughter, Chuck.
I swear she meant nothing to me. Nothing.
Pulling the ring off the finger. Yeah.
Uh,
Let's see. I attended Juilliard. A graduate of the Harvard Business School. I
Hey,
traveled
Adam.
extensively.
Nice fucking model.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's great.
Oh my God, Sarah Crawford. Elvis was my first concert. Drop the mic. You've won.
That's crazy. That's cool.
Lisa, you love the Beetlejuice? I do too. I'm a fan. I am a fan. Venus, blue jeans. Glad you're here. All right, people. You know, I got
Yeah.
yelled at by somebody who said, "Hey, don't do an hour roll call on your show." Made me want to do
I
an hour
saw
roll call.
that. I saw
Made me
that.
want to do an hour roll call.
Bye.
Lori Lee, I'm glad you're here. I'm glad that you're here.
You know what's cool about this show, guys? We can do whatever the hell we want. And we created it because a bunch of people on the boat didn't like Reese, and a bunch of people on Relatable Reese were complaining about Tommy. Fixed it. So if you come here, which I'll never stream to my channel again, by the way, it was a mistake. I did that so I was hoping I could control the chat and click on stuff. But if you come here on the Relataboat and you talk shit, out you go. Boot in the ass. You don't even get a warning. You're just gone because we created this for Tommy and I to have a safe space for people who love us. And the majority, that's it. But we've gotten a few stragglers already, and we won't put up with it because we made a place so that people can't complain. You come here and complain, you get the boot.
Yeah. I've always liked that too. Yeah, you know, if you're unhappy, you can always you don't need to let us know. You can just exit. But
yeah, you don't have to write a Yelp review that you didn't like the potatoes. Okay,
yeah,
get the hell out.
Make a damn good potato ABS. And all right, people, this was fun. No,
I'd like to know that. This was really fun, and I like how chill you are. And by the way, thank you for opening up in the beginning. Seriously, I'm proud of you. And if we want to talk more on that and touch on it again, we can. And if we don't, we won't. But I appreciate you being open and honest.
No, I think that we'll need to talk about it because I'm going to decline. Right? It is what it is. I don't want to disappear. You know, I really don't. I think that I think I can still do this and do it pretty well. I don't think I can do the boat full time. I just can't. Right? My kid can.
But you know what? I like that. I like that Spanx is doing it. I'm proud of him. He took over, and I think he should. And you know, you've been talking about it for a long time.
I have.
And this is a good safe space for you, and we have fun together. So let's just keep it going.
Yeah. No, I'm having a good time, and I think that this is a forum that will keep me on YouTube instead of off YouTube, which is a good thing.
I think people enjoy it, Tommy. But also, seriously, you needed this. You needed a place where you could just go be yourself and not worry about emails and hate. This is just a nice, cool place for you to come chill and then go fix your Schwinn bike that you've been working on.
Any complaints at all? You drop it to the Relataboat at Yahoo or YouTube or either one. Just send us an email. We'll get right back.
The Relataboat at go F yourself.
Pick one.
It's not going to happen.
One. Yeah, since there isn't actually an email attached to it, you go ahead and send it. This has been so
Sarah.
much fun.
No. Yeah, this has been fun. We'll do it again, guys. We're going to do a few of these a week for sure.
Yes.
As long as Tommy, as long as it's good for him, it's good for me. But we're going to do what works for him. And good night to Squirrel. That's just adorable. Everybody, speaking of the boats, go catch the boat. They're on in 30 minutes. Go catch Spanx.
Yeah, catch my kid. That would be appreciated.
He's amazing. That kid is doing a really good job.
He's doing a great job. I'm proud of him.
He's entertaining.
I am proud of him. All right, people. This was fun. Man.
All right, guys.
And
next one we'll do a call in.
Keep yourself safe there, please. Our friend
in Israel. In Israel.
Please.
Did his wife have her baby?
Nope. We got about another 8 weeks, I think. 7 or 8 weeks. So.
Really? Thank you, Mara.
I thought he was 10 weeks out. Thank you, Mara.
It was 10 weeks. You're right. Yeah, that's true. Okay. Well,
you make my day every time. Oh, I love that. What a cool thing to say.
Yeah, you guys are so cool. I really appreciate your support. Everybody came over here to support us. Thank you for watching it on a loop and getting it monetized. You guys are amazing. Thank you. Really love
Philip,
you guys.
I will get REM back together again. I promise. All right. It's about the fourth time I've been asked. I'm going to get on that.
Pull some strings, Tommy.
Yeah.
Well, got time on your hands.
I'm not stipe, but every once in a while someone does say I look again. All right, peoples.
Bye, guys.
And we'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.
Call-in show.
Don't you go anywhere. Quibble.